right, welcome everyone to another exciting session of Tales of Tellos, the Steam Age. I'm your humble Dungeon Master DM Order, and I'm joined here by the awesome Crimson Peacekeepers, the heroes of the campaign, plus a special guest. So we have one of our guest characters that was originally in our Thursday campaign joining us here. So you'll be hearing and seeing a little bit of him for it. It's gonna be a fun time as we embark on this new arc with things. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're excited to have you here for it. And we're also excited to say that we are going forward with more and more CMage. We're going to be coming out with a few more programs coming up, including Junction Crossing, as well as Caffeine and Calamity. So keep an eye out for those as we push on and on with our different programs for it. But if you're ever curious about any of our previous episodes, whether it's this campaign or any of the others, feel free to check out our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. You can definitely watch any of the previous episodes and catch up a little bit. We are on session 85, so it may take a while, but at least you can watch if you want some of the previous episodes if you're curious for it. Otherwise, you're a great time to join in, diving in for it as we are starting a new arc. It is the Giant Wars, and let's just go into recap of what happened last time, so that way everyone understands whether you are a new viewer or returning viewer what's going on for tonight's session, the context for it all. So, last time on session 84, the group woke up. It's the third of rains. It is officially winter in Eremer. It's still not freezing cold, technically, because it is a desert in the setting for it. So, still early winter, lots of clouds and lots of rains, hence the name of the month, Rains. Revenos came to the group early in the morning, and he brought a gift, that being a soul stone that is capable of sealing a harbinger. Before that, he can go into any other details about any of the other plans or thoughts going forward. Everyone had a reaction, especially those imbued with the ruby's energy. And Revenos mentioned that the endless war had been unleashed and that had emerged, the sixth emanation coming forward. The group quickly went forward, packing their things, and got ready for going to follow Revenos to a mythical place that he called Irithtyre. A place that for a lot of you may have been, for your characters, perhaps like something of like a fairy tale of sorts. And there, it was strange for our heroes because it was a very advanced and ancient area for it. There, they met all the other slivers, 20 of them, representing all the different values and aspects of the 16, and some of them being fusions of them, like a double sliver, as well as some of them being a third of a sliver, such as the Traveler, the Experiencer, and the Ruiner for it. The group learned that the sixth emanation of the Endless War, this being from myth and legend, has been unleashed and is their goal to destroy the entire world. And that if the 16 as well as more, or excuse me, the slivers as well as mortal champions are not able to contain and defeat the endless war and push it back one more time, as they've done 5 previous times, the world of Tellos will end. So it was that heroes were selected, the 2 sultanas, as well as their team and another fairy, all grouped together to face the endless war. At the same time, the different heroes from the Rhea, Aramer, and Tamshir were sent back to their respective nations to help protect their lands as the giant wars had begun. The endless wars, power, manipulation, curse, whatever it is, had infected the giants, perverted and corrupted their very souls, as they all swore to worship the endless war and shared in its boon of violence under a name of an ancient god and an ancient forgotten giant pantheon. And that's where we're picking up. The group here, our Crimson Peacekeepers, are in the city of Jeddah. Their loved ones are in the fortress. They are charging through the city streets. Actually, they are, I believe they are on the carpet, but they're going through the city streets and coming across a scene of carnage as giants are rampaging, destroying parts of Jeddah, eating men, women, and children that they can find. causing fires, causing destruction, and just reveling in the glory and in the name of their forgotten pantheon. And that's where we're picking up. So before we officially get started, everyone minus Kadir, if you would kindly roll a d20. Let's see what I want to know what your guys' initial thoughts are as you're heading racing head first to the battles of such. Alice, yeah, one, yeah.
Alice, at least you're consistent.
At least you're consistent. And
Oh,
Chance
chance.
is the one.
Rollies for last. Let's
Heyo,
go.
two.
Wow, wow, you guys. Okay.
So we're supposed to fight tonight.
Yeah, no one rolled above 10. No one rolled above 10. Okay.
So
Kadar, this is welcome to the welcome.
chance we have to rollies for last.
Yes,
Can
you
can
guys
either
have
of
to
us
do
roll over
rollies.
10?
So 3 and then Chance, let's see, 7. Okay, so
Ooh.
A high 7, almost to 10.
no
It's the
one
it's the
Look
rolled,
at
high number
you.
of all of the rolls.
no one rolled above 10. Wow.
Nice.
Did
But
you
see,
expect anything different?
That's okay
Nice.
because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 rolls already out of the way. So like odds, just like on a d20,
yeah,
odds
fair.
are the next ones are gonna be above 7.
No.
I like the enthusiasm.
Yeah, but we're us. The odds are never in our favor. It's always, oh, you rolled only below 10 all night.
Well, we will see. So let's go in that order. Lance, what is Lance thinking as he sees the carnage unfolding? The city of Jeddah under attack, like every other city, and this is the fortunate one because they actually have armies that can help defend them, as opposed to towns and villages that are probably being decimated by the giants. What is Lance thinking at this moment?
Erlon, you take the big guy. I got the one next to him.
Awesome. That's his thought. Great. Speaking of which, Erlon, what is Erlon thinking after hearing about the end of the world potentially being here, the endless war and the giant wars beginning?
Blood in his eyes. Can't fucking wait. It's just kind of what we've been getting ready for as much as we could. So this is it.
Excellent. And Zanny, what is Zanny thinking as you guys are racing atop the flying carpet towards whatever this battle is about to unfold, endless war, etc., etc.?
I think she's like ammo checking and then like just like I think she's just waiting for everybody else to pop off, and as soon as they do, she's just like, okay, now it's time.
Great. And Chance, what is Chance thinking as you guys are racing towards the first battle of the giant wars?
Just
Just sigh? I think that's what I heard.
yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I was just like just dot 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 and then so okay. Alice, what is Alice thinking? First conflict of the giant wars for the Crimson Peacekeepers.
Alice is looking on the destruction. We're in Jeddah, right?
Yeah, you're in Jeddah.
Um, this isn't her home, but she's just thinking about what could be happening in Tamashkanzak. She's kind of tearing up a little bit, but
Mhm.
attempting to steal her resolve. But she's more focused on the destruction being caused than immediately like, fight.
Gotcha. And Kadir, as you are racing across rooftops, what is Kadir thinking as he sees this city under attack by giants eating people and destroying buildings?
Um, Probably freaking out. He's like, "Holy shit! I've never been trained for this. I've never dealt with this yet." He's only been adventuring for like a couple years so far, and he's already in the big leagues.
Yep, he definitely is. So, all right. Perfect, perfect. So, without further ado, let's see. There we go. Wrong one. Let's just get started. Dive right on in. Everyone for me, please roll initiative, including you, Kadir. And I'll add you in the initiative once you roll.
Awesome.
All right, let me do some rollies for the monsters first. Ooh, okay. And then let's roll. All right, let me add to initiative, add turn for that person. Put 10, and then Kadir, you rolled. Let me look through. A 21. Excellent.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna go. Let's see. Turn. Okay. All right. Let's do descending order. And yeah, let's. Zanny, your dex is higher than chances. That's good. Let me just look through everyone's. Okay. And let me get some music because we're going right into it. And okay, so first off in the initiative is Kadir running through the rooftops. I'm gonna ping you right here, drawing your attention. And by the way, everyone sees the map, right? Okay.
Yeah.
No,
And
Where am I
I
at?
got nothing.
I'm gonna drop your token right now.
Okay.
You should now see your token. It was on the GM layer. So you're right there. This is a rooftop. You're racing through the rooftops, and right in front of you, you're coming across the scene of carnage. What is Kadir doing?
Do I see Zanny that I
Not
met
yet.
recently?
At this moment, you don't see any of the other Crimson Peacekeepers. You just see giants. And
Okay.
people in their arms as they are about to start eating.
Okay, cool. I am just going to run up there with my dog.
I will say you're right now currently hidden because they do not see you, just because they are focused on eating.
Okay. I just need to make sure, does the homunculus go on my turn, or how's that work?
I believe that when I looked at it, it's a bonus action to command it.
Okay, cool.
It does eat up your bonus action.
Gotcha, that's easy peasy. I will take 2 shots with my rifle at this giant right there.
All right, first one has advantage because of sneak. So go ahead.
I'll just roll
26
another one
hits,
just because of the
doing
advantage.
23 points of piercing damage.
Nice. And
All right.
then the second hit, or the
28
second attack,
hits.
I mean.
Yep. And 10. Just 2 big, loud bangs.
Yep.
And you hit the hill giant, hitting them in their shoulder right as they were trying to eat one of the one of the people of the city, and it looks up to you, screaming and roaring in giant, which I don't think you understand.
No, I don't. And then let's see, the homunculus servant. Yeah, so Kadir does that with his halberd gun. He just lever action takes 2 quick shots at it, and then I will have Theseus. He opens his mouth and launches a little beam of energy out of it. That probably misses.
Yeah, it doesn't miss. It hits, but it's not strong enough to pierce through the fleshy, thick skin of this hill giant.
Damn, I think he's broken again. Fuck.
So yeah, awesome. That's your action, your bonus, and I would say that's your movement to get there.
Yep.
All right. With that, it is now the Cloud Giant's turn, and the Cloud Giant rolled a nat 20, so it has advantage on its turn. The Cloud Giant notices you, Kadir, and he's gonna get annoyed, and he's gonna go. Let's say he goes over, walking casually over to this area, picks up a cart, and is just gonna chuck it right at you as if it is a rock attack. That is gonna be with advantage. 27 to hit. You take 24 bludgeoning damage as a cart impacts and hits you. I need you to make a dex save just to see if you're knocked prone.
Nice. That hurts.
Let me just double check against spellcasting. That's unfortunately that's a fail for it. So you are knocked prone,
Okay.
but you don't take extra damage for it. And then he's gonna grab another thing and throw it at your dog, for Theseus.
Oh no.
Let's see, advantage. 23 to hit, 40 bludgeoning. So I think Theseus just explodes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Fuck my dog!
Not again. You'll repair him.
Yeah. Like I always do.
Yep. Just
Jump
carts
with the free
and just boulders just smashing forward. And the cloud giant assumes you've been dealt with because he doesn't know how strong you are. And he just mutters and mumbles to the other giants. Zanny, you hear the gunshots, and then you see up ahead, however distance you think your character can see, a cloud giant throwing first a wagon, and then a giant boulder. What is Zanny thinking or doing?
Well, looks like somebody's starting to fight back over here, y'all. You better get in it. Come on, carpet.
They died. They just took a cart to the face.
Well, there's still other people. We're going to start killing people now.
But that's fine. I'm just saying that guy died.
Okay, yeah. You're right. As I'm like flying the carpet, it's 30 feet.
You have control of the carpet. Move the carpet where you want it. I'll drag everyone else's tokens with it.
I just gotta figure out how to get past all the tokens. Let's see, 30 feet will put us about there. So, oh, can I do the thing where I just? Yes, I can.
All right.
And
And
bam.
there you go. I'll say you're about how high up would you be riding the carpet?
I don't know. What are you thinking? Oh, I'm thinking about like, my default's like 30 feet up.
Okay, that's fine. So just for if you guys are jumping off or doing anything else, just be aware of that. 30 feet off the ground.
I'd be flying slightly above rooftop level for the buildings we're flying around.
Rooftops vary. The rooftops, especially like in Aramir in the city, they can be like several stories high. So just be aware of that.
So like second story, solid second story.
Okay, so I'd say about 40 feet up there.
Okay. I see this lovely gentleman over here, right, with two people.
Yep, he's about to literally be double eating, like ripping them like if they are sandwiches.
Oh no, we can't have that. No. I'm gonna need you to put them down now. And I'm gonna pull out Dreammaker and the Gunblade, and I'm just gonna start going to town.
All right, roll your attacks.
Let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's see if we can start strong. I'm gonna sharpshooter all these.
Okay, sharpshooter.
So -5 to hit, plus 10 of damage.
Yep, and you also have the inspiration like you mentioned for it, and yeah. So go ahead.
All right, first one. Oh, that's probably not gonna hit.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Well, that's all told. That's another 17. Yeah, no, these are all -5, so that is actually 12 and 12.
Ah, then they miss.
Oh, there we go. That's a natural 20.
Okay. So that's because you have 3 shots, right?
Yeah, well, that's 3 shots from. I have 2 attacks, third, and then because I'm using Dreammaker to make them, I can make a 3rd attack as part of my attack action.
Yep. Great.
So
The
that's
third
all the
one-
Dreammaker shots.
Yep, and that one, I don't think you have. Well, technically, it's not engaged with these people because they are not fighting, but they have them. So I'm not sure if you get sneak attack for it.
Let's see, it'll be 12 plus
Let me see,
another.
you have. Wait, so you have the D. What's your base damage with the dice? It's the D10.
It's 2d8.
2d8, so that's automatic 16 plus 12, 28. and then plus 10, 38. Do you have anything that would give you sneak attack damage on this?
No, not from here, but I have one more offhand attack at least.
Okay, so 38 points of damage, nothing to sneeze at. A good
Yeah.
chunk off of it. You hit it right in its nipple. What else do you have for your bonus action?
Bonus action is just an offhand shot from the revolver on the gun blade.
Okay.
Let's see. That is also another miss. 17 is my number apparently, kids.
Yeah. And I should clarify, a nipple, not the nipple. It has two nipples.
The nipple, one nipple.
Una nipple.
That's the Cyclopses.
Yeah, they only have one of everything.
They have
That's what I
one
was
of-
about to ask. Was does a Cyclops have one nipple?
I mean,
Are they just Una all the way
no.
down?
It's all the way down the
Nope.
middle.
Actually,
so
it
Yeah,
has
there.
literally in the art. It has two nipples. They
Yeah.
drew them in.
One
So-
is a nipple, one the eyeball. So-
One eye, one nipple, one ball. So,
yeah,
Hey.
vertically.
Like buttons.
yes. All right. Let's go next to Chance. Chance, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to save one of these bystanders.
You're coming in a little low. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I'm gonna try to save one of these people that the giant is holding.
Okay. Cool, cool. Which one are you gonna try to save? They're both women. One is a half elf with orange hair, and the other is a dark skinned human that looks a little motherly.
The human, I guess.
Okay.
And so I will just, I will yell in Aramaic, just go with it, and warp her out of there.
Okay. Ping where you would like to warp her.
Oops. Behind. Okay, why is it not? Kind of behind this building, where
Okay.
there do not appear to be any giants, and a giant's rock is not going to directly
Yeah.
see her.
Awesome. Yeah, she does not resist. She just immediately teleports and vortex warps and put her away. And she collapses on her knees. But like, you're definitely still able to run and everything. It's not her turn yet. But just like shaken as she was literally in the hand being squeezed by a hill giant about to be eaten. So she screams, thank you, thank you. Anything else you're doing, Chance? If you're talking, you're on mute, by the way.
Yeah, I'll start passing out some Bardic, and I'll just pat Erlon on the shoulder and be like, "You're as strong as a giant, right? Go show us."
There we go. Inspired, Erlon. You're still a D8, right, Chance?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Erlon, you feel inspired and you have a D8 if you want to use it for anything. Cool, cool. Let's go then next to Alice. Alice, what is Alice doing or thinking?
Alice, not in a great headspace, but she is pleading with her spirits right now to not abandon her in her time of need, and we're going to ask for something to, for the love of all the 16, please help her. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
she answers.
Wow, Renoa. I just became invisible, that's that one. I'm gonna hold on to that. Yes, I'm gonna hold on to that, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on who did Zany hit?
Can you?
The hill giant.
Can you pass that bardic ability off to someone else?
Yeah. I just figured I'd wait till we were a little closer. But I'm gonna also shoot this man with my Eldritch Blast.
Your Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. There's one.
All right, let's see. 18 hits.
Okay. 4. 9 damage.
Damage. Nice.
Okay. It's there.
12 misses. Bounces
Okay.
off his fat belly. 22 hits.
For 6
Hitting
damage.
his belly button for 6 points of damage.
Just worms my way in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my turn. I'm gonna hold on to my story.
All right.
I can't do anything else. That was everything.
Yeah. Let's go then next to Erlon. Erlon, you feel inspired? It is your turn. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness. It's awesome. For shite. You guys at this range, man, I swear.
You can move the carpet as well.
Oh, we can?
Yeah. That
Oh,
uses
shoot.
your your movement for your turn, though.
Okay. Well, I feel like everybody's gonna hate me for getting them closer, but I'm gonna be
Either
happy
that,
about
or
it.
you jump down and run, race forward, or use your
Yeah.
step, but you can't use your rage.
Rage, exactly. Yeah, we are gonna go for it. All right. So is it gonna be? It's just gonna be the 30 speed that it has, though, correct?
Correct. It's a 30 speed for the carpet.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll move it closer. I cannot. If you can do so, please. Towards, I guess, towards that one on the left that everybody's been targeting.
Move your token 30 feet.
Okay.
And then
I
I'll move
gotcha.
the rest following it.
Okay. Perfect. There, right?
Cool.
20, 25. Oh, one more. There you go.
Yep.
That should be 30.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
You're 40 feet off the ground, but you're you moved your 30.
Yep. And I have 40 feet from ground. Scheiße. I can miss the step. I'm going to probably get fucking demolished the second I'm right next to it. Right. Let's do. Yeah, how close are we to this rooftop now next to us right here?
You are 15,
20 feet?
20 feet away.
Is it
from
20 feet? Okay. I can't jump that far.
Not
You're
with
close.
that attitude.
Not with that.
20 feet? That's a pretty freaking far jump for
Yeah,
small
this is
me.
Probably not.
You want me to toss you?
That might be the play, honestly. Do rooftop to rooftop, I guess. I might have to. You know what? Fuck it. I'm still going to.
What you doing, Erlon?
Rage. Okay, what are we getting? We're just really just. I feel like we're just gonna jump off this freaking carpet.
Okay. You jump
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna jump off the carpet. You guys can pick me up if I need to, because I need to get in the fight.
Yep. Roll a. So, are you jumping off or Misty stepping?
No, we're gonna jump off. We'll save Misty Step when dire needs.
So that's your movement speed you've already used, and I'll just say you jump off with like.
Yeah, it's just gonna jump
carpet.
straight down from
Roll
it.
an acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm. Straight roll. 15.
15. Okay, you're gonna take half damage as you hit the ground, roll, and keep going.
Okay.
I'll even give you 10 feet just because of the momentum of the carpet.
Okay.
So 46. You take 5 bludgeoning damage from hitting the ground. and
Alright.
rolling forward. But you're on
Okay.
your feet, and I'll say you're right there for it. So you've already used your movement,
Mhm.
used your bonus and action.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go there. Can I ask you if I can roll more towards the building? I guess you could say. Leave a little to the left. There you go.
Be, as long as it's 10 feet. Yep, it's still 10 feet.
Yeah, it's 10 feet. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, that's fine. I'm on the floor. I'm on the ground. That's all I wanted to get to.
Okay. Anything for a bonus or action?
I can't throw my hand axe at him, right? He's close enough.
You
Yeah.
can throw hand axes.
I'll throw my hand axe at him. Fuck it.
Okay. Are you gonna rage first?
Oh, I saw my bonus action. Yes, of course
Okay.
we're gonna rage. Just fuck it.
Just asking. So
Yeah.
rage, you're raging. That's gonna help for half damage on bludgeoning. Now roll your attack against them, against this hill giant.
10.
Bounces off his fat belly.
Oh fucking care.
Do you have another hand axe or?
No, that's my only hand axe. Damn it.
Okay, and that's all you got in the tank. All right, good turn, Erlon. Let's go to Lance. Lance, what are you doing?
Being awesome.
Being awesome. Okay, I think that's a free action.
Perfect. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna give that guy a headache.
Which one?
Well, the one with the holding the lady that everybody else has been attacking.
Okay, give him a headache. What spell are you using?
Toll the dead.
Hold the dead. All right.
I doubt he's gonna make a wisdom save.
Let's go. Wisdom save. What if I told you it was a nat 20? It wasn't.
Really?
No.
He,
It rolled
I
a
was gonna say, he
12.
needs a 19, so.
He has a -1, so even that would be the only way to save. But he rolled a 12, technically 13 minus 1, so he takes 13 necrotic damage. So, great. Boom, and he's just like screaming in giant in rage because everyone's been picking on him.
And Lance is gonna tell Zanny, I need to get closer to the big guys in the back.
Gotcha.
All right. Anything for bonus, Lance?
No, but you all do notice that Lance has a sword on his waist now,
Yep. So we'll see.
and a shield strapped to his back.
Yep. This is gonna be fun. All right. It is now the people's turns. You will start to see. Let me roll some rolls here. If people will stay in the buildings or try to get to the rooftops. Odd, stay, even rooftops. Even. All right. 2 people emerge, probably unaware, but they hear fighting, and they're just getting out of the building. They are now at the top of this rooftop. We'll see if that's a smart choice or not. The lady that you just saved, Chance, she just bolts, runs, and gets away, running as fast as she can, away from the giants. I'm gonna try to roll a escape check for this human inside the hill giant's grip to see if she can get out. I'm gonna give her just commoner stats, so it'll be a d20, and I'm gonna roll also for the hill giant. But this is the girl. Okay, 18. Let's see if the hill giant, just a standard strength check. 9. She slips free. That's her action, and then she's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, screaming, running past Big Red. She's just panicked. Let me roll for the other one to see if he's able to escape that hill giant. That's a 17. That's good. Let's see if he's able to, if the hill giant. Let's see. No. He's still stuck in that hill giant. That's great. All right. That is the random people in the map. Let's go to the frost giant. The frost giant sees people and is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to tear out the tree and he's going to chuck it. 60-foot range. Just want to make sure. Okay, so this will be with disadvantage. But he's going to chuck a tree at Zanny. Since you're at the front, you're going to be the target. Let's roll. What's your AC, Zanny?
17 now.
It just barely misses with a 16.
Oh,
That was a 16 and a 25.
Thank
Oh.
God.
literally my dual
God.
wielder feat has saved
Yeah,
my
you
life
literally are
as
just-
soon as I took it.
Story-wise, you're yanking the carpet away as a tree careens forward, impacting.
Zanny, I would like to imagine more that you just bashed it out of the way with your gun, just like, nah.
A tree.
Well, the offhand has a sword, and I use it for parrying.
No, you parry a tree.
He parried a tree.
And frustrated, it's gonna go over here, grab this pile of wreckage, and it's gonna throw it again. This time, it's gonna be a straight roll since it's now within target. Again, 16 misses. You do a full barrel roll for it.
Everybody, hold on to something. We're about to go upside down. Sorry.
Yeah, that would have been good damage. 33 bludgeoning and then 29 bludgeoning. So, all right, that's the Frost Giant's turn. It is now the Cyclops' turn. The one Cyclops with the nipple comes charging 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He screams, grabs more stuff from there, some crate, and is going to chuck it this time at... Yeah, let's go to Alice. So he's going to chuck a rock at you. 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right.
Alice, what's your AC?
27.
Wait,
15.
Alice, what's your... Lance reaches over and hits you and casts shield on you with... Because you said we can do that if we're in range.
Yep. So a crate comes screaming forward, a metal-tipped crate towards your face, Alice, and then suddenly smashes across a shield as Lance projects it.
Just screaming.
Yeah. Because that would be 27 bludgeoning damage to the face.
Lance is just like, I really need to teach you how to use that spell at some point.
So that is the Cyclops' turn. It is now the Hill Giants. You hear screams as this one elderly gentleman literally is screaming as his head is put into the mouth of the Hill Giant and it is ripped apart. And like a candy bar, he is just chomping and eating this human on his turn. This elderly gentleman is eaten whole, or not eaten in pieces, and gone, swallowed into the gullet of this Hill Giant. And he recovers hit points worth. This Hill Giant, hearing people, I'm gonna make an intelligence check to see if this one will start climbing or just start bashing into the building. Let's go with... Well, actually, we'll do a wisdom. Nope, he's just gonna start bashing into the building, breaking into it more and more as he's now just like crawling in, pushing into the actual building itself, searching for the people that were inside of it. The other two Hill Giants will start approaching. Let me see if this one's gonna go chase after the woman or if it's gonna go after Big Red. Big Red, roll me an intimidation check. The DC you're looking for is...
Fucking serious? Doesn't matter. He's +6 and I still
5,
failed.
10, 15, 20, ignores you and is gonna try to grab this woman. Literally just ignoring you.
No.
You could add you could add your
The
bardic.
8 to that.
I mean, do
Yeah.
you really want to waste it now for that? Or
Gosh.
up to you. He's gonna make a catch to try to grab the girl, and then he's gonna try to eat her in the same turn. So it's up to you if you want to roll a bardic for it.
What? Sam, were you gonna say what the DC was for that?
I'm not gonna tell you what the DC is.
Man, you're just about to. That's not fair.
Go ahead, roll if you want, roll, but otherwise,
Oh my god, I feel like that's so low as it is.
it's a D8 you have. So roll it, or I'm gonna roll for the Hill Giant to grab the girl.
I get 8. I can get 16. That's fine. Yeah, I'll use it. That's fine. D8.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Hope it's an 8. Oh my god, it's a fucking 8.
8. That you do it. The DC was 13.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Hey, it was almost you still did it. So it's about to reach over and grab the girl, and you shout. What do you shout to get its attention?
It would choose a weaker one than me. like saying like, "Oh, you would choose that instead of fighting me instead."
Okay, you shout that. It doesn't understand you, but it just hears you
Oh, fuck.
shouting that. So it's
Say it
gonna
in
raise.
Draconic. Still doesn't
gonna-
understand me.
Yeah, it's gonna raise its great club and it's gonna attack you twice.
That's
One,
fine.
2, 21 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit. Yes, it fucking hits.
21 bludgeoning halved to 11 points. And then it rolled a natural 1.
Oh, did it?
Reaction, so it does not drop its club.
Damn.
So,
It's okay. On that one that it does, that it does actually fail, I'm gonna use a superiority die on it.
go ahead.
And we'll do. What shall we do? What shall we do? Oh my god, where is it? What's that?
You know what you're doing with the pose?
Yeah, the repose for that one. I was just trying to see exactly where it was. Okay, there it is. For some reason, it's not letting me click it.
Okay, it's just an attack. So roll an
Yeah,
attack.
yeah. It's not letting me for some reason. Let
It's
me
not letting you
refresh
roll
really
an
quick.
attack?
No, I'm just refreshing D&D Beyond. Okay, hopefully that will work. Okay, it looks like it worked.
Cool. 23 hits. Roll damage.
Please work. There we go. Jesus.
All right, 17 damage. Nice. And don't forget, you took 11 bludgeoning from the hill giant.
I did, and that was with the half, correct?
Yeah, that was with the half. Yep.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay, cool.
All right. The other hill giant is going to go grab some stuff here and is going to target the flying people. One rock attack towards. Let's spread the love. Let's go one rock attack towards Lance, one rock attack towards Chance. So this is going to be the first one towards Lance. Rock. 11 to hit, misses. And then the rock against Chance. 24 to hit, doing 29 bludgeoning damage.
I can't protect you. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's too high.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a dex save to see if you fall off the carpet. The DC is 13. You stay on the carpet, but you just took a massive crate to the head, which would have killed a normal person, but for you, only 29 bludgeoning.
Can I willingly fall off the carpet?
If you want to, you can willingly fail.
Okay.
Okay. If you willingly fail, you fall 40 feet. I need you to make an
I
acrobatics check.
will use my reaction on that. And
Featherfall? Okay. You use your reaction and you gently feather fall towards the ground. Awesome. That is literally the first turn. Kadir, top of the round. You are prone. You just heard some fighting. You heard some gunshots, and you just heard somebody getting eaten, screaming, and then getting eaten. What are you doing? And you're on mute if you're talking.
My bad. These ones are all pretty distracted by the party, right?
Correct.
So they're not eating anybody.
Correct.
And what are the rest of them doing? Are they about to eat someone? Or
This
do
one
they-
just in front of you just finished eating a person.
Right.
The other one seemed to be attacking. This cloud giant seems to just be watching at the moment.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna cast on this one. So Kadir whips out a little piece of incense which just burns in his hand, and then I cast him hypnotic pattern on it.
Ooh, nice. That's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's go hypnotic pattern. That's a 2. So
Nice. So it's charmed.
he's just charmed and just staring for the next minute. Cannot do anything. He makes wisdom saves at the end of his turn, but he's just staring at the pretty colors.
Cool. And then as a bonus action, I'm just gonna use my guardian armor to burn a slot and just give myself some temporary hit points.
Okay, sounds good. Do you get up off the ground because you're prone?
No, because doesn't prone not affect range attacks?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's probably better to just stay prone where they can't see me as well.
Yep. So you're just like you roll from your back to the
Yep.
front and kind of
Rolls over and
army
you just
crawl.
casting spells. Yep,
Yeah.
army crawl.
Yeah. There
That'll
we
be
go.
my turn.
Awesome. Cloud Giant does not see you, but he does hear some of the humans. Let me see if he's gonna do anything, or if he's just gonna be too proud to do anything at this turn. Let's say, let's say odd. He'll do something. Even he won't. Odd. He'll do something. Okay. Let me roll to see who's he gonna target. 1d20. Odd, he'll target the humans. Even, he's going to be offended by the adventurers in front of him. Even. Okay. He is going to start walking. He'll walk forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he'll casually also grab this tree. And he's going to chuck it at the party. Literally just grabbing and ripping it off. Just like as someone like would normally just like, rip off a parrot from the ground and just chucks the entire tree at the group. And I will say that he's targeting Zanny because you're at the front. Yeah. Let's go with the rock attack for you. 24 to hit, 15 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a dex save.
Sure thing. I'll also use my reaction and use one of my points to reduce that damage by 7.
Okay.
So you said it's 15 total?
Yeah, 15 total.
So I'll reduce it to 8 and then dex save. Got it.
Yep.
Bam. Ah, darn you.
You are knocked off the carpet. Roll an acrobatics check.
Whee! Aw.
Whee!
Shucks. Okay.
Okay, half damage. No damage, actually, because that's over 20. So you land on your feet on the ground. It was only 40 feet. So, there you go. Cloud Giant just stands there, unimpressed. Zanny, it is your turn.
Look back up at the carpet.
Tree in your head. The
Yeah, it
branches.
just biffs me, and I have this like cuckoo clock moment and then I wake at I come to and I realize I'm on the ground now, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, now that pissed me off. Okay, you're in the way. And I'm just gonna point blank both guns on this boy.
Okay, let's see if the hill giant survives. Are you doing sharpshooter?
Yeah, 4 attacks at sharpshooter with 2 guns.
Got it. Go ahead. Start rolling your attacks. 23 hits. Roll damage.
Let's see.
This one you do get sneak, so 20 damage. Nice. You blow a hole in its knee, and then roll your second attack.
Well, with sharpshooter, this is does.
Oh, sorry, that's 30.
Yeah, does 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay, so it's 30 damage.
So 30 damage. How do you kill the first giant?
Yeah, no, kneecap sounds good. I'm it's one of those things where I'm aiming to just buckle the kneecap, and then I don't realize how well I put the shot, and I straight collapse his leg.
Yep. He falls to the side, and you shoot him in the face, and he falls back. You still have your second attack, and third, and bonus action fourth.
And this one that got me?
Yeah, you do have a target right in front of you that's kind of blocking it. But you do
1,
have
2,
sharpshooter.
3. I'll just take a few steps over this way into the middle of the street, and then just almost like I'm doing a standoff and it's high noon, just turn around and just spin around and empty what shots I've got left into this guy. He threw a tree at my fucking face.
Okay, go ahead, roll your first attack.
Alright. All sharpshooter still.
Yep. 28 hits, roll damage.
Let's see. So 16.
16 hits. Or 16 points
sorry,
of damage. Sorry, 26.
26.
Yep. So that's your
Last-
second attack.
Last
Third
shot
attack.
from Dreammaker. Oh, that's not going to hit. That's a
That's
9.
not gonna hit. And then
Yeah.
last attack.
And the revolver shot.
27 hits. Roll damage. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice. Just on its shoulder, the cloud giant snarls, going from unimpressed to upset.
Like, blast that guy's kneecap out, go into the middle of the street, hit him with 2 out of the 3 shots, and then give him the finger with the after the last shot and be like, mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. Let's go to Chance. It is your turn. You're on the ground. What are you doing?
Sure. I'm gonna zoom in my camera. Walk over to Erlon. And pat him on the shoulder with a long strider,
Nice.
so you can go even faster.
Long stride. Okay. Erlon, you feel magic going across your leg from your shoulders down to your legs, making you much more bouncy and just long stridery.
And then while I got that hand on his shoulder, I'll just be like, good job protecting the girl. Go do more hero shit. And give him another bardic inspiration.
Another bardic. Does Erlon say anything about hero shit?
And hero shit. I'm just like.
Because he is
It just-
raging though, so he's just probably like, "Ah," just
He does a little flex and then just
Oh,
gets
yeah.
to the next target.
All right.
And
Awesome.
and then she's using the rest of her movement to get further away again.
Perfect.
Kind
Alright.
of hide against this building.
Gotcha. Just like just try to shrink down. Awesome. Alice, it is your turn. What are you doing on the carpet?
Not humanoid, right?
What say that again?
None of them are humanoid, right?
They are technically giants, so they are separate. But what?
Different,
Oh, no.
different creature class.
Different creature class. Okay.
Yes.
Just double checking. It
Because I was
specifically
trying to
says,
understand what the question was. Sorry. Go
it
ahead.
specifically says humanoid, so I just, they're vaguely human shaped, so I wasn't quite sure. So when I twin spell something, and I can do any spell that normally affects one target and make it affect a second target, correct?
Correct.
So I could twin spell Phantasmal Killer,
Yes.
as
you
it
can.
is. Okay, I'm going to attack this guy and this guy with Phantasmal Killer. I don't know. Does it automatically choose its worst nightmare, or do I have to? Do
It
I
will
have
make-
to pick it?
It will pick on its own nightmares for it.
Okay.
So yeah, just to double check the ring, I haven't checked in a while. Is it any spell that you cast for it, or does it have a level cap?
It just says any spell to my proficiency modifier, which is 4, and this is a 4th level spell.
And there we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing that. I actually appreciate that. But yes, 4th level spell. So
All
it's a DC 17 Wisdom save for both of them.
DC 17 Wisdom. And can you post a spell while I'm rolling that? Just so.
Yes. Oh, it cast. There it goes. Did that not post it?
No.
No, it didn't. I'm really bad at this.
Cool. No, they both rolled 15s.
There we
So
go.
they both take the full 14 damage.
Perfect.
And I just want to see the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends. Starting to succeed Wisdom save or take 40-10. So cool. Every
Yes.
turn they get to try to make a save, or else they keep taking that 14 damage.
Yes, they're also frightened.
Yep. Let's go put a frightened thing for it. And over here. So this one's seeing pretty colors, and the colors become very scary.
I know, scary colors. And then for my bonus action, which I have,
Mhm.
I am going to look at Lance and go, I don't know why you have a sword all of a sudden, but go get him.
Inspired.
Please
Cool.
don't stab me with it. Keep the pointy end away from me and we'll be friends.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Lance, you have a D8 inspiration die.
Sweet.
All right. Let's go to Erlon. Erlon, what are you doing?
First off, I love that Alice is giving pointers when it comes to swords. Does that make sense?
She's stabbed and killed more people than anybody else in the party.
She has done kind of things when it mattered the most. Has anybody really targeted this bad boy, the Cyclops?
Cyclops? No.
Okay, well, we're gonna use the next fucking thing to this big guy that Lance wants me to start attacking. So we're gonna go off to him.
Okay. You have to meander around the dead body, but you
God,
have
I can't
Spider.
jump over him. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go over to him, and we are going to do our own stabby stabs.
Okay. Go ahead.
This one we're gonna do with a Legend Carver. So first attack. Oh, that's a reroll. Thank God. Oh my God.
And your weapon, you rolled 2 nat ones in a row because that re-rolled.
No, I didn't. No, did it?
Yes, you did because it re-rolled and it still got nat 1. So you literally rolled 2 nat ones in a row because you're small folk. It automatically re-rolls and it still rolled a nat 1. Legend Carver slips out of your hands. Do you use your action to grab?
Yeah, I have to.
Grabs it.
But I still have
Alright.
another. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Second attack.
Second attack. We have 2 more attacks that we could do with this.
23 hits. Roll damage. 12. Awesome. And bonus action. are
Bonus
you attacking?
action. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah, this one we're gonna do. Yeah, we'll just do a normal attack with this one.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll attack. 12 misses.
God damn, yeah, that was terrible rolls.
You get too upset and you swing hard, cut into his leg, and then you try to swing higher, and you see up the kilt, and that distracts you. So you miss.
Yeah.
All right. And that is Erlon's turn. Let's go to Lance. Lance, what are you doing?
Lance knows the basics about giants, right? I would assume.
I would say you know the basics, yeah.
So Lance knows. Where's my clicker? This guy and this guy are much bigger threats than these little guys in the front of us.
Correct.
Little by comparison.
Yep.
Okay. Are we still floating in the air?
Yep. 40 feet.
Okay. Lance is going to jump off.
And you can move the carpet with your own movement too.
Okay, but he's not going to put Alice in more danger. That's her own problem. Lance is going to jump off.
All right.
And-
Roll an acrobatics.
He's going to try to superhero landing.
Okay. Half damage. 46. 15 half is 8. Sprain an ankle.
He's kind of hops and goes, that's fine. How much movement does that count as?
None, because you're just
Okay.
walking, dropping for it.
Okay, so I can still move 30 from there.
Yep.
I'm going to move right. There is all I need to go, though. So I'm going to move right there. So Erlon will have flanking next time. But I'm going to look at this guy, and I'm going to cast Distance Spell, and he is going flying.
Okay.
He's going up.
Do a dex save.
Yeah, DC 19.
14. Okay. On his turn, he's gonna start flying up.
Cursed flight. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
I modified a cursed spell scroll and turned it into an actual spell. So it's a flight spell, but you only go one direction, and that's straight up. And I can cast it on other people.
So it's just reverse gravity, but at earlier levels.
Yep, for
Yeah,
one
but
target.
it's one target.
And concentration, so you
And
are
it's concentration. But he could have gone straight up. And you know what happens at a certain height? Terminal velocity.
which is 500 feet per second, or 500 feet per turn, according to Xanathar's guide. So that's
Like, probably a couple hundred tons.
yeah,
We,
50 d6.
We already leveled half of one city, we put a crater in one city one time with just an angel, so I can't imagine what Frost Giant's gonna do, but...
Chance is gonna tell you don't have to use the full minute. We don't want to destroy the city. Just enough to kill it.
I would ideally like to have him fall on the Cloud Giant. If we
Okay,
can arrange
we'll see what
that.
happens. We'll see what happens, because he doesn't know. You just cast it. It's on his
Yeah.
turn. So, cool. Anything else for bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna dump the skeletons right here behind me in a row.
All right. In a row. And done.
Yeah.
Skeletons just start crawling out of the bag, and they are good to go. You have also your separate bag with the ghouls.
That'll be next turn, because I can only do one per turn.
Yep. So, cool. All right. Let's go then really quickly. Sorry, one sec. All right. Yeah. Let's go then next to the people. This girl's gonna scream and keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Just running as fast as she can. These two, let me see if they're gonna stay put or move. Odd would be move, even, stay put. Odd. Let me just roll D4, 1, 2, closer, 3, 4, further. Okay. These two are gonna start moving and trying to escape this way as fast as they can. Going slower as they're crossing a beam of sorts. All right. It is the Frost Giant. The Frost Giant tries to step forward and immediately goes up 60 feet and starts shouting something at the Cloud Giant. That's all he can do.
Lance calls him a little bitch in Dwarven, because that's the closest to giant he speaks.
Yep. It is now the Cyclops' turn. The Cyclops sees you dump all these skellies. I'm gonna roll to see. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20. Odd, he's good. No. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d20. 1 to 3 skeletons. Or sorry. Lower third skeletons, middle third Erlon, upper third Lance. That is the lower third. Well, no.
It's middle third.
Middle. So it is Erlon. So Erlon, you're about to get attacked by the Cyclops. So this is 1. This is 2.
So I'm here for.
18 to hit, doing 25. Reduced is 13.
Eight.
And the second one is 21 to hit, doing 20, reduced to 10. So total of 23 damage.
23. Yeah.
To you. That is just whack by the giant Great Club.
Thank you.
All right. And yeah. All right. Let's look at the hill giants next. This one needs to make 2 wisdom saves. Or 2 wisdom saves. One is for the hypnotic pattern. And that's a fail for the hypnotic pattern. The other is the for Alice, and that's a fail. So it takes another 14, as the colors are very scary. The other one, also, well, that one, it's at the end of their turn. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna grab some stuff and it's gonna throw it at Alice. It's gonna have disadvantage on the rock attack. That's a 18 to hit. Does that? I assume that hits.
I thought he couldn't attack me because he's frightened.
It can't. It's frightened, so it's with disadvantage.
Oh, I just thought he just straight up couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
an 18 hits.
23 damage,
Okay,
and
and
you need to make the DC for the save is 12.
cancel. I need to roll this again. Just to...
That's a save. You concentrate, and it's gonna use its last attack grabbing the last thing near it, and it's gonna roll that rock attack one more time, also with disadvantage. And that's a 14, so that misses. Yeah. That was a 26 and a 14, so because of the disadvantage. All right. It's then gonna take 14 psychic damage.
Do I not
And
reroll
let's
the
see
4d10 each time?
What was that?
Do I not reroll the 4d10 each time? It's just the 14 every time?
It's up to you. So if you want it to be, I'm gonna just ask you this. So, do you, if you can't like change it every time. So do you want it to be 14 always, or do you want to roll each turn?
I
for
want
it?
to roll each turn.
Okay, go ahead then.
14 is way too low for 4d10.
Yep, that's fine. So I'm gonna give back 14 to this one, and every turn you have to roll the damage for it.
Sounds good. It is 23 because I am using my spiritual focus, and this is a bard spell, so it does 6
Yep. So
extra
awesome.
damage.
So 23 for both of them. So, and then you'll re-roll it again next time. But hey, that's awesome. All right, the last one is going to break through. That's going to take his action and movement to be chasing after these two humans. And that is the Hill Giant's turns. Kadir, it is your turn. You hear action and you can kind of like look, army crawl, look up and see there's some champions that are fighting. I don't think you can see, well, actually, yeah, you do have a direct line of sight to, well, no, because there's a Hill Giant in the way. You don't see
Okay.
Zed, but you do see some people are challenging the Cyclops.
Okay. I guess I probably wouldn't. Well, this one's obviously being dealt with, even though my spell's not on it. So I'll just. I will switch my focus to the Cloud Giant, and I'm gonna cast Haste on myself.
Okay. You are hasted. You're
And
still prone.
Yep, still prone, and then I'm just gonna use my extra attack from haste to just shoot the giant.
Okay. I believe if you're shooting while prone, you have disadvantage. So
I thought that was just melee attacks.
let me look it up.
Because wouldn't it make more sense to? I mean, shooting prone literally does help.
That I'm not sure. Let me look at prone 5e rules.
No, it's when you're shooting a prone target, not when you're shooting, not when
Yeah.
you are shooting from prone. If they're prone, you have disadvantage on hitting them because they're flat to the ground.
It says the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh, okay, then I'll just stand up. I mean,
Okay.
There you go. And then just make my attack.
Cool. All right, make your first shot. 25 to hit, doing 19 piercing. Nice.
And that'll do it. I only have one attack because
Yep,
haste
because
was
the
my action.
hasted. Great. All right, and yeah, that is an odd rule, but that's
Yeah,
what it's
I might be misremembering due to old rules.
Yeah, no worries. All right, let's go. It is now the Cloud Giant's turn. Got attacked by Zanny, and then it sees all these people, and then it sees Kadir, and then it sees the Frost Giant floating. Yeah, you see the Cloud Giant like look annoyed, and then just jump and flies because it has a natural fly speed. Right over to the Frost Giant, grabs the Frost Giant and casts Fly on it, negating the Cursed Flight spell. The Cloud Giant is concentrating. That does use up his turn.
What did he do?
He just
Sorry.
cast Flight on the Frost Giant.
I counterspell that.
You're gonna counterspell?
Yeah.
Okay. What level are you counterspelling it?
Third.
Third? Okay. Let me just confirm. Cloud Giants. Yeah, doesn't say. So you counterspell it, and that wastes his action for it. That does. Wait, did you use your reaction? No,
Not this round.
not this round. Okay, just double checking. So yeah, you counterspell it, and he's floating up in the air. He tries to do it, but your magic basically slaps away his counter.
I give him the Nedley.
He is then going to look enraged. And we'll see what he does next turn.
And say the magic word.
He is 40 feet up the ground, just float. You didn't say the magic words. All right. Let's go to Zanny then next. Zanny, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna keep my assault up on this cloud giant. How far up are they off the ground again?
He's 40 feet off the ground and 55 feet away, so let me grab hypotenuse. One sec.
If he's within
Alright.
120.
40, and then 55, 68 feet away.
Oh yeah, he's well within range for me. So I'll just I'll take a couple more steps out here, just in case this fella gets any ideas. Because I don't fully know that he's feared and can't actually come this way. But in case that changes, I'm just gonna hang out here to run interference. And then I'm gonna. Who's this in front of me? Zara. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot over Zara's head at this cloud giant and take some more and take another full round of sharpshooter shots at this guy. I'm gonna see if I can break some concentration.
She's the only skeleton you're tolerant.
All right,
Excuse me,
go ahead.
sweetheart.
Roll your attack. 21 hits. Roll damage.
Let's see. Now I will hold myself honest and say I was gonna roll my sharpshooter. So that's 16.
Okay, 16 just hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And no sneak, so 21, 31.
Wait, how do you have? Oh yeah, no sneak. So
No
31.
sneak, yeah.
Okay. A solid strike. Roll your second attack.
Oh, you were so close to that nat 20. Oh well. So that's a 9.
14 misses. Well, minus 5, 9 misses.
Oh, there we go. There's another 16.
21. That is 16 is his AC. So that, again, that hits.
All right, so
13,
20
23, and last one.
from the revolver. There we go.
19 hits. Roll damage. Another 23 points of damage as you were just impacting with so much force.
Give him 3 concentration checks because he's holding concentration on fly, right?
No, he got counterspelled with that.
Oh, that's right. He got counterspelled. Okay.
Yep, and he has a natural fly speed because he's a cloud giant.
Yeah, no. My brain skipped the part where Lance countered it. I thought Frost Giant Boy was still flying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, I still just wanted to do a bunch of damage to that guy and try to take him down.
Yeah, you're doing good. He's looking really hurt. You shoot it in his legs, and he screams out in pain and rage. So, Chance, it is your turn.
Okay. Move in a general direction. And then I'm going to I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern on this giant up here that's trying to get those people.
Okay, all the way over there. So, Wisdom save. What's your spell save DC?
It is 18.
18. That's a 5. So, Hypnotic Patterned. He's also the colors. All right. That is your action. Anything for bonus?
No, not at the moment.
By the way, how far is Hypnotic Patterns reach?
120.
Okay, yeah. Damn. All right. So yeah, sorry. Bonus, no inspiring or inspiring?
You know what? I'll inspire Zanny. I'll be like, your turn, do something.
Inspired. All right. Let's go then to Alice. What's Alice doing on the carpet?
Getting off the carpet.
Okay. You
She
descend.
just she no. We're jumping off this thing. I'd like to walk afterwards, possibly. Actually, can I go down like 10 feet?
Yeah. You
Yeah. I'd
descend
like
10 feet.
Yeah, that's what she's going down as she's psyching herself up to step off of this carpet
Okay, so you're 30 feet off the ground and you
and
jump.
possibly hurt herself. Yes. Acrobatics.
Yep.
Perfect.
That is a 20. Superman pose. Or Superman landing.
Did it? Okay, so she is going to take Renault's story for herself, and Alice just becomes invisible. So she is gone now. One with the shadows, and I'm gonna go this way, behind Zanny and tap her on the shoulder, and let her know I'm here just by tapping her on the shoulder. But I've got my rapier out and
Cool.
dagger, and I'm ready to scrum. Just rapier. I need to be able to cast spells. Just rapier.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Erlon, you are up.
Bardic Inspiration on Zanny as I tap her on the shoulder. Does giving Bardic Inspiration count as a spell?
No.
Okay. Bardic Inspiration on Zanny.
All right. Well, no, Zanny already has a bardic inspiration.
Oh, she does. Okay.
From Chance. Just gave it to her.
I
Okay,
literally
then-
just did that.
Sorry, I was reading my spells. I apologize. I'm barely literate, so it takes me a lot of time. Then I will just ask. I will ask the Great Unknown for a new story. Then.
All right. Go ahead. Roll the great unknown. Renella again.
Renella. Perfect.
She's just hanging around, so it makes sense.
She's just chilling.
All right. Erlon, it is your turn.
Alright, we're gonna pray that we don't fucking lose Legend Carver today.
Carpet's 30 feet off the ground, just floating there. Somebody just jacks your carpet.
It is sentient. Presumably, we could call it if somebody wanted it, and it would
That's
come
true.
to us.
That's true. Well, if it listens to us. Alright, we'll keep hacking at this Cyclops right here.
All right. Go ahead, roll your.
Legend Carver again.
If you move 10 feet up, you will have flanking
Oh, we don't right now. Okay, gotcha.
because it's straight. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fully
yeah,
flanked.
not adjacent. Gotcha.
Or one,
All right.
one down. Here. There you go.
Oh, was it? My bad.
There you go.
All
Four,
right.
five.
Cool. So, first one. Thank God for that.
24 hits. Roll damage.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Reroll, thank you.
10
Jesus.
Slashing. Great. Second attack.
Ugh. Yeah. One
One
hit.
hits. Roll damage.
Bro, this damage is sight.
7. Okay.
We're
And
gonna,
bonus action.
yeah, we're gonna end up having action surging because this is so bad.
Okay. You're going to action surge. Go ahead. Roll
Yeah.
your third attack for action surge.
Yeah.
19 hits. Roll damage.
The rerolls are, bro. I don't know what's going on today.
9. Okay. No worries. Your fourth attack.
Yeah.
Twenty-two hits. Roll damage.
The 2 again. I quit. Okay.
16. Hey, better.
Finally.
And then with your bonus action,
I have
because he's
another one.
Berserker, you can attack again.
Yeah, I'm going to attack again. 0.
26
fucking
hits, roll
nat
damage.
20s. Yeah.
13.
13 damage.
Just a barrage of 5 cuts just spinning around with Legend Carver. And you do like well over 50 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
So solid turn. But that's everything except movement. So I think you're gonna stay there. All right.
Yeah.
Lance, it is your turn. You have flanking. What are you doing?
I can't do that yet because that requires concentration, and Frosty Boy's not high enough up. But I can slide to the left or the right, whatever, and get out of the way and give Nima flanking, and we can give Dano, and we can these guys flanking. Is that enough of them to give them flanking?
Everyone except Lawrence.
And Zara. Well,
And Zara.
I'm gonna wait on moving Zara because she's Zanny's tripod right now.
Tripod.
I guess for mine, I'm gonna cast Fireball on the two big guys.
Okay. Roll. Let's do Dex save for the Frost Giant first. And then Dex save for the Cloud Giant. Both fail, doing 28 fire on both of them.
And then I'm gonna call the Cloud Giant a bitch in Dwarven, Orcish, Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, and Primordial, and Common, just so he understands
Bitch,
me.
bitch. Just every single.
Figure it out, dude.
One of those language he does seem to understand. But I'm not
Perfect.
sure which one because you say it so fast.
And then I'm gonna turn and say, kill this guy, and I'm gonna have them all attack. So
All
we'll
right.
have Nima go first.
15 hits, roll damage. 10 piercing, shank.
All
Cool.
right. And then Ike.
15 hits, roll damage. 10 piercing, another shank.
And let's do Gordy. He's
23 is hit, roll damage. 9. Okay.
and then he is using a great club.
18 hits, roll damage.
For
4.
All
Little
right.
tap.
Lawrence, finish it off.
11 misses.
All right, Zara, finish it off. I'll bring Zara over.
No longer the tripod.
Yep.
24 hits, roll damage. 9. It's right in the big toe. Still standing, but just
She's probably
getting
smaller
shanked.
than the big toe.
Yeah. Awesome. Solid turn, Lance. Is
Oh,
that the
can I dump the bag for the ghouls so they can come out for next turn?
no, that was your because you have to command them to come out, and
Okay,
then you just commanded the others to attack.
gotcha.
So, all right, the people's turns. This one flees. She is safe. The other two flee, and they are safe, just in time. All right. Frost Giant goes up another 60 feet. He is now 120 feet up. Can't do anything. It is now the Cyclops' turn. The Cyclops is going to keep attacking Erlon because you did a huge amount of damage to it. Great Club attack 1. Great Club attack 2. 13 misses, but 28 hits. Does 20 bludgeoning damage, reduced to 10. All right. Hill Giant's turns. Let's go. They all need one of them. Only one of them is able to attack, but cannot approach Alice. But you can approach Lance. So he's gonna go charging towards Lance. Get flanking. So it's gonna be a straight roll, and he's gonna attack Lance twice with his great club. 23 and 24 to hit. So the first one's 19 damage to you, Lance. That's and then the second one is 24, doing 16. So I need you to make 2 DC 10 concentration checks. That's a save, and that's a save. You're good.
Warcaster.
Yep. All right. Now, Alice, roll your damage. I'm gonna see if they succeed this turn for it.
So Frosty's 120 feet in the air, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What's your spell save DC, Alice?
17.
They both passed it. so they are no longer frightened. One rolled an 18, the other rolled a 17. So they are no longer frightened. Now I'm gonna roll for the, so they don't take any of that damage on that turn. Now I'm gonna roll for the hypnotic pattern for both of them.
Oh, that ended a while ago because it took damage, and then I cast a haste on myself.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
when that one was getting damage from Alice's spell, that hypnotic.
So he should have
broke.
his turn to act.
Okay, so he'll then just move his turn, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, he's gonna...
He can't move any closer because it'd be closer to Atlas no matter which direction he moves.
Well, no, we're talking about this one. But yeah, you're right. That one... Well, no, because he just saved on the frightened, but that's at the end of the turn. You're right. So he's just gonna grab some of the stuff over here and use it as rock attacks. He's gonna attack... Yeah, he's gonna do one attack at Erlon and one attack at Kadir, both with disadvantage. So this is the first one to Erlon, that's a 14, misses. Next one to Kadir, 13, misses.
Oh, with that miss, we're gonna repose.
This is a rock being
Oh,
thrown
it's a rock. Never mind. Okay.
Can't repose a rock. And then last one.
Tennis did it.
Last one is the hill giant that is hypnotic patterned on the roof. Let's roll wisdom save for it. That's a 2. It is still hypnotic pattern.
Look at the
Also,
glowy
hypnotic pattern.
eyes.
Hypnotic pattern is save or suck. The only thing that ends it is if the creature takes damage, or another creature shakes it out of its stupor. It's not a
Okay.
save at every turn.
Gotcha. Then
Yep.
no more saves for it. It's just stuck there. Cool. Kadir, we're top of the round. Actually, before we go any further, it's about time we take our break. Let's take a 10-minute break, and when we come back, we'll go for round 3 against the Giants. See where it goes. So,
Cool.
see you all in 10 minutes. Welcome to Castles and Calamities. We're an American Dungeons & Dragons actual play web series, currently running 2 weekly games, one on Tuesdays and one on Thursdays. Our shows started streaming in August 2023 and have brought forward hundreds of episodes full of incredible story, memorable characters, complex NPCs, emotional role-playing, and exhilarating combat. We have lore, we have heroes, we have magic, love, and wit. So let's dive in with a little special insight video about Castles and Calamities. Join us as we tell you a bit about our journey, starting with first who we are.
We've gained and lost people along the way, but the 4 of us you hear today are 4 of those who helped create Castles of Calamities and have been here since the beginning.
Gassan.
Brian.
Tim.
And Aaron.
Over time, we've grown beyond the original 4 and currently have 9 players spread out across 2 campaigns. We are a group of friends who started playing during the pandemic. A lot of bad things happened in 2020, but one of the good things that came out of it was the popularization of online campaigns. Our first campaign together started in March of 2020 when several of the original players met through a campaign they found on a Facebook post.
After that game began to fizzle out, we wanted to continue playing together and started our own campaigns. 2 of the founding members acted as dungeon masters, with Kassan starting what would become the Silver Age, and Brian starting a campaign called Singers. They're sometimes playfully referred to as Order and Chaos, respectively, because of their contrasting playstyles. The Silver Age is a direct prequel to the current Tales of Tellos Steam Age, and was a campaign that took place in a fantasy setting inspired by Renaissance Europe, full of mystery and political intrigue, as a group of adventurers journeyed across kingdoms and plains to combat an evil group called the Harbingers. Singers was actually an acronym, which is how Acronymic Adventures got its start, and stood for the Sigil Investigation and Neutralization Garrison of the Extraplanar Rangers. It was a fun and chaotic campaign that had each player play 4 different characters that traveled to different worlds to combat evil. It's not a direct tie-in to the current campaign, but is only a slight crossover reference, as the world of Heptagonia was one of the many worlds that the Singers visited.
As those campaigns came to their end, we realized we wanted to continue their stories and keep having fun together. Not only that, we wanted to bring in new players to expand our stories. And we wanted to stream them so that we could share these vivid worlds with friends, family, and anyone who loves a compelling tale. That's how the initial idea formed for Castles and Calamities, and we launched in 2023 and started streaming our 2 current campaigns, The Tales of Tellos and The Acronymic Adventures. Gassan, aka Order, runs the Tuesday series Tales of Tellos, and Brian, also known as Chaos, runs the Thursday series The Acronymic Adventures. Currently, we have weekly sessions for both campaigns streaming live on Twitch and uploaded weekly to our YouTube channel.
The Tales of Tellos is a collection of campaigns that takes place on the world of Tellos. It is a large planet with 2 moons and has an extensive history of magic, heroes, wars, and political intrigue. The current campaign is called the Steam Age, and 200 years have passed since the events of the Silver Age. The Industrial Revolution has come to the lands of Eremer, a land of harsh deserts, lush oases, and bustling cities. New innovation and technology is pushing Eremer to grander heights. But for all of Eremer's industry and magics, civil war threatens to tear apart the mystical lands of the Sultanate. Neighboring nations seek to steal her secrets, and an ancient enemy seeks to bring about the end of the world. This is a story of many stories, with heroes, criminals, and travelers helping determine the course of history. The Tales of Tellos is a campaign set in a rich world with deep, expanding lore, complex characters, and of course, lots of actions. It airs every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Acronymic Adventures is our other mainline campaign in a separate setting than Tales of Tellos. The current adventure is the Guild campaign, set in the world of Terrasol on the continent of Heptagonia, a continent shaped like a 7-pointed star with a wild creation story involving the literal tug-of-war of the continent by rival dragons. The land itself is ruled by the Adventurers Guild, and the players start in the academy that trains those with talent in an attempt to prevent accidents of unrealized potential manifesting into danger. The land has gone through many catastrophic events and is currently recovering physically, technologically, and socially. But there is always trouble brewing under the surface that sparks many an adventure for those brave or foolish enough to seek it. Guild is a campaign where chaos reigns. Magic, mystery, and fortune are out there waiting to be rediscovered. Are you ready to join the grand undertakings in Land Divided? Join us Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Castles and Calamities is order, chaos, and everything in between. A group brought together by friendship, fun, and a love of storytelling. Both campaigns are expected to last several years, and hope to continue with future campaigns in the same worlds. We'll also be releasing new content, including character interviews, lore, art, game discussions, fan communities, and maybe even new campaigns in new worlds. So stay tuned.
You can tag along on our quests at Castles and Calamities, all spelled out, no spaces, on Twitch and YouTube. Or take the easy route and just click on the links in the description. We hope you feel like a member of the party, laughing, crying, and sharing in all our victories and adventures.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Excited to have you back over here for the part two of the session for it. For those who are joining us right now, the giant wars have begun. Our group of adventurers are battling giants. So they're in the middle of a combat. It's been 2 intense rounds, and we'll see what happens in the third round. Starting with Kadir. Kadir, if you would kindly, what are you doing in this turn with your haste abilities?
Awesome. Kadir, how far down is the building? I mean, is the
I'd say
ground
from here about 50 feet down.
50 feet? Okay. I'm just gonna hang out up here. He shoulders or he holds up his halberd rifle up on his shoulder and then rests it on the ledge and just takes 3 shots at the cloud giant, seeing that
Cloud
it's
giant,
the leader.
okay.
And he sees people focusing fire on it.
Cool. Go ahead then. Roll your first attack. 12 misses.
Damn.
23 hits. Doing 24. Awesome. And the 17 hits, doing 20.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And I don't have any bonus actions to speak of, so that'll do it.
All right. Cloud Giant's turn. He has been aloof and then upset, and then everyone's just started blasting him with very powerful firearms. He's not looking good. So, Misty Step and then flying away. Misty Step for 30, and then
Counterspell.
30. He's flying and Misty stepping for it. But if you want to, let me see which one he would have done first. I said Misty Step first, so I'll be fair. So your counter spelling is Misty Step. Mark off another 3rd level spell slot, Lance. But he's still gonna be able to go the full. Let me see.
Let me find my.
Yeah, he's able to fly off very quickly up in the air. What was that?
I want to as he starts to move away, cast halt as my reaction. Well, let's see how far I am.
Okay. Reaction halt, and that's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll wisdom. 23. That saves.
All right. Fine.
There we go. He's not off the map yet, but he's just immediately flying off for things. Let's go then next to Zanny. And what is Zanny doing?
Oh, no. I don't think so. He starts hauling off away, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll deal with you in a second. Hang on a second. Let's see. Do I have range on this boy from here? I may not, but no, I won't have it for that. So instead of what I was gonna do, we'll do a good old-fashioned fireball.
All right, fireball.
Yep, I will. I'll just, for my action, I'll whip Dreammaker up and point it in his direction and be like, little to the left and die. And
Roll
he's gonna have
damage.
a fireball. Let's see. Please roll. There we go.
27, nice. He rolled 19 for dex save, so that's a save. And
That is not a
28,
save.
14. Oh, what's your spell save?
20.
Oof, 27 points of fire damage. Nice. All right. You fire that fireball, and then what are you doing for the rest of your turn?
I just I'll let everyone here in the general area know that just through the telepathy that's all I got. I can't hit that thing again. He's well out of range after that. And then I guess, you know what? No, I did just cast Fireball, so I can't do that. Bonus action, I'm gonna load up my guns with my poison rounds. So the next turn, these guys will have to take some con saves, or they'll have to take poison damage.
Nice. Sounds good. All right, let's go to Chance next. What's Chance doing?
How high is the giant flying?
I would say 40 feet. So 40, yeah, about 40 feet. And yeah, because he touched originally he was touching the frost giant to try to cast, fly on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was at that same level.
Okay. Erlon, you want to do some aerial work?
Hell yeah.
All right. I will use a higher level vortex warp so I can get that far. And I will pop Erlon from here to the giant's shoulder.
All right, Erlon, make a Dex saving throw. As this is
Save.
not, it's gonna be a higher DC because you're trying to get on a giant's shoulder. This is not as like a back of a eagle, but roll a Dex save to see if you can hang on.
Do I still get advantage on it then?
Yeah, because you can see it. Yes.
Okay.
And I did warn him he was going to do it, so
Yeah.
he should be ready.
Yeah.
Double fours, bro. I'm done today.
Yeah, you are falling off. You will fall off.
Wait,
and
can I use? Do I still have
Is
my
that-
Bardic or no?
You should still have it, I think.
Yeah,
The second
I
one,
haven't
didn't you?
yet. I have not used the second one.
Okay. If you want to roll it or save it, I'm not gonna tell you if it's a save. What's the?
It's probably still gonna be a fucking fail.
So 5. That's 213. No, that's no. Sorry, you're falling off. You are able to get one attack as you fall, but you're about to fall 40 feet. If you fall, if you make an attack, like a wild attack, you're automatically going to take the falling damage. If you don't take the attack, you can make an acrobatics check to land and not get injured.
And no, we're just gonna fucking attack.
Okay.
She's throwing me out there. I'm going
roll an attack, and let me roll the damage you're going to take as you slam onto the ground.
It's gonna suck. Oh, wow.
12 reduced to 6 bludgeoning. 27
that's
hits.
27 hit.
Roll damage.
With that, can I? Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
9. What were you about to ask?
Can I add a superiority dash to that one?
I'm gonna say save it because as you fall off, you swing, and it only had 1 hit point after Zanny's
Yeah.
fireball, and you slit his throat with the axe right as you fall. You slam face first into the ground,
Don't care.
but his throat is slit, and he slams into a building, careens forward, and then collapses into the ground.
Nothing like a big red fucking missile.
Yeah. So there we go.
How much damage did I take?
12 reduced to 6.
6. Okay. Not
Oh, totally
More
worth it.
totally worth.
Totally worth it.
Good
Yeah, hey,
shit
I allow
chance.
people to do the cool things.
Shit chance.
You are prone though.
I can heal you.
All right. Cool. That is Chance.
Hit points are overrated.
Your attack, or no, your spell. Anything for bonus?
No, not at the moment. How high is this, whatever giant
Which,
now?
Oh, the frost giant. He
yeah.
is 120 feet up.
All right, Lance, we're getting to. Let's not destroy the city. One more turn, and then just drop him. We can
I
take
was
him.
gonna let him go 300, but yeah, I was gonna clear up the little guys first.
All right. So, Chance, nothing else. We go to Alice. Alice, what are you doing? You're invisible.
I'm going to stab. We're gonna roll my bardic dice again. We're trying for a 2. That's the goal here.
So you're
right,
getting
everybody?
rid of the one you have right now with Renoa.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Everybody, focus on the 2. You didn't focus hard enough. That's Aisha.
That's your bonus.
That doesn't help me. All right. So I'm gonna go up here, and I'm gonna stab this guy. I'm gonna stab him in the back of his dumb little calf with
All right,
my
you have
rapier.
advantage because you are invisible. Go ahead.
Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
20 hits, roll damage.
Oh, 20 hits. Okay, so I don't know if this rolls all of the damage because it's supposed to do. Okay, no, I did roll 2d6. So 3 piercing, 4 radiant, and then let me make sure it's just 1. I just looked at it, but I forgot immediately. Roll of, okay, and then d8 necrotic. So 9 damage. Yay,
9
team!
damage. Stab.
Right in the calf. That's my action.
There you go. And then your
Yep.
bonus action was getting that other story, and that is
Yes.
your turn.
Yes.
All right, Erlon, you are very much away, and you are right now prone. Do you stand up?
I have to stand up. Yes.
Okay. Stand up. That's half your movement.
Mhm.
What was your movement? Was 40.
I still have the
plus-
haste though, right? Yeah.
No, that long strider. And that
Oh, the
long
long strider.
strider was, I believe, 15 extra feet.
It's
So
Yeah.
10.
10. So 50. So you have 25 feet of movement.
25 left. Okay. Well, let's see. We have the 25. That'll put me there. I'm going to have to Misty Step to get back into the action.
Yeah, and if you
It's a
Misty Step,
frost
which is
giant.
another 30 is right here. And then if you
Yeah.
dash, I'll
to
say
get
the
in there
dash
as well.
would be the full movement speed of 50.
50. Okay.
You can
In
get
that
right
case,
here.
the frost giant's the one that's currently in the air, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna join the fight right there. Let me get my token. It was right in the blood, right? Yeah.
On the 2 specs.
There you go.
Yep.
One more.
No, that looked like that was it.
It was one more where his arrow was.
Okay. One more. There
Right.
we go.
Right there. Thank you.
There we go. Cool. So you just are running after getting up.
Yep.
So cool.
Is it really quick? Sorry, is it a free action to use that syringe or no?
No, it's a
That
bonus.
Zanny gave
It's a
me?
bonus
It is a
action.
bonus action. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
Yep. Cool. Lance, it is your turn.
I use the watermelon baby as. All right. So I'm gonna go one more turn, then we're gonna drop the guy. But for now, I'm gonna cast. Whoa. Sorry.
You guess what?
I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom at 4th level,
Okay.
centered right on me. So it hits both of the Hill Giant and the Cyclops.
Will it also hit Alice?
It doesn't matter because I can choose who it affects.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And that's a con save, correct? So
Yep.
Cyclops. Where am I saying? There you are. Con save, and then the Hill Giant con save. 24 for the Cyclops and 17 for the Hill Giant. So is it half damage if it's a success?
Yes, half damage on a save.
Okay, so the Cyclops takes 10, and the Hill Giant takes 19.
Okay. And then Alice, if you would like, you can spend a hit dice and regain that many hit points plus 6.
Oh.
Oh, actually, because I cast it at 4th level, you can spend up to 3 hit dice with plus 6 to each of them.
Is that on top of my Constitution modifier? Like it'd just be like rolling a normal hit dice, or is it just the base hit dice plus 6?
It's roll your normal hit dice like you're recovering, and then you can add an additional plus 6 to them.
Cool. Thank you.
For each one, yeah. So
Nice. 25 healing. All right.
Wither and Bloom is the only way a wizard can heal. But you have to suck the life out of something else first.
Yep.
All right, and then yes, I know you're helping. Thank you. For bonus action, we're gonna have the Skellies hopefully finish off the Cyclops. We're gonna move over a little bit and get people more into line.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm gonna move up one so that they can all be in. They all get advantage.
Everyone just moving, shifting.
You get advantage, and you get advantage.
Yep.
All right. Nima.
Miss.
We always start with Nima. Let's do Gordy.
Hits. 11. Nice. All right.
And let's do Xano.
Miss.
And Ike.
Hits. Nice.
And Lawrence.
Miss.
And Zara for the win.
Hits. 2 hit points left. How does Zara kill it?
I imagine she runs up to its knee and then slashes the femoral artery.
Yep. And it collapses, and the others are just shanking it, and it eventually just ceases to move as it's just meat being shanked over and over again. Awesome. That was action and bonus. All right. The people are gone. The frost giant ascends another 60 feet. So that's now it is 180. And the Cyclops is dead. Hill Giant's turn. All right. This Hill Giant. Yeah, he's gonna go 5, 10, and start climbing, and he will get right in front of you, Kadir. That will be his action to climb up, but he gets there and he is right in front of you.
Oh shit.
The other one is going to smack you, Lance, because he didn't like you killing his Cyclop friends with your Skellies. So, Hill Giant attack number 1. Hill Giant attack number 2. 24 to hit, doing 19 damage. And another 18 damage on top of that. So,
What was the dice on that one?
23.
Okay. And 18, you said?
Yep. So 2 con saves, DC's 10 for 10 for both. You're good, and I'm assuming you're good because you basically have to roll a nat 1. Yep, you're good. Other Hill Giant is still Saber Suck, so he's good. All right, Kadir. This is round 4. You got a giant in front of you.
Cool. He looks up at the giant in front of him and says, judging by you, I'm sure if you're not good at speaking language, I'm sure you wouldn't remember any of it. And then just take 3 pot shots with the rifle Sharpshooter doesn't give me a disadvantage, so
All right. Making those type. Wait, did you say this is with sharpshooter or no sharpshooter?
I have Sharpshooter, yeah, so there's no disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So 21 to hit. That hits, doing 16. Second
At
attack.
20.
Nat 20. Okay, so this is max damage dice. So that is 9, and it is a 2d10, correct? So that is
Yeah.
29 points of damage. That is exactly the amount of hit points it had. How do you
Nice. Cool. He just he takes like 2 shots up at like in its like head and then just chops the rest of it off with the halberd blade. And then I guess I'll make the 3rd shot at the remaining hill giant.
Okay, go ahead, roll your attack for that one. 18 hits, roll damage.
That is just
15,
piercing.
cool. Looking really hurt. All right, any movement you want to do?
Yeah. I guess I will just run across the roof of this building over to here just to be closer.
Awesome. And
There we go.
You're good. Cool. All right, Zanny, you are up.
So, I'm looking at this guy here, and I see this guy scaling the building, and I'm actually aiming up, and then I hear the rifle rounds, and this thing just.
Yeah.
Ow!
And you look and you notice a familiar figure running across the rooftops.
Ow! Yeah, we'll deal with that in a second. Oh! And then she looks over and sees Red, like, on his way back after, like, getting smacked around and throughout this fight and falling down. It's like, oh, shit! And puts her gunblade away and whips out a healing dart at him.
All right.
So that's going to be bonus action. And we'll
Cool.
cast it.
So roll your healing.
That is
22 healing.
that is
that correct?
20. Yes, that is 22 healing.
Cool. 22 healing for Big Red. He was at almost at half health, and now he's like, oh, okay. All right, that's your bonus, and then your action.
I just lower the gun back down onto this fella in front of me. It's like, you'll do. Let's see. And we'll do sharpshooter. Let's see.
27 with 22 to hit. Roll damage.
Do. And this guy's got
All right,
sneak.
33 points of damage. How do you kill the hill giant?
Just lowering the gun back down, and I just first thing that comes into sight is the head, so it's just like a clean headshot, just blam.
In the back of its head, and its skull bits, fragments, spray everyone around them. Lance, Skellies, Alice, and the giant collapses. Alice just splashed with brain matter. All right. Anything for you, anything else?
Can I see this fella up here?
Yes.
She looks up over at the frost giant and sees it's still flying, it's still good, and then as she looks up there, she notices this guy's like, I forgot you were fucking there. Hang on a second. And she's gonna use the other 2 shots at it.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your 2 shots. 27. No, sorry, 28. This is with sharpshooter, so that
Yeah. So
hit.
yeah, 23 and a 21.
Both hit. Roll damage.
All right, so 25,
25, and then the other one
29.
29. Nice. Went from full health to nearly half health.
And then I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to get kind of out into the middle and get clear views all around.
All right.
And that's all turn.
Awesome turn. Chance, it is your turn.
Okay. Chance is just surveying the situation. She points at the carpet and says, "Go see if our rooftop ally needs help getting down." And then she'll look to Zanny and Erlon and be like, "Get out of the crater zone." And then she'll look at the one on the rooftop that Zanny just shot and just make a commotion to get its attention, because it was like running towards the people. And presumably it noticed it got shot, but it also just kind of like got out of a haze. So I just want it to like run back down this way as opposed to like running towards
Roll
where the
performance
people
check.
were. Sure.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, yoo-hoo, over here. Just making a huge commotion. All your jewelry dangling, and making noise. You kind
Big
of
summer
turns
blowout.
around. Yeah, luau.
No, I said big summer blowout.
Yeah. I was thinking of kind of like, in the Lion King with the.
Yeah.
the
What do you want me to
Timon
dress the
Pumbaa?
dragon,
Yeah,
do the hula?
Yeah.
And then
Alright.
I am using my movement to get out of the crater zone.
Cool.
Because she's also like, "Lance, it's time."
All right. Awesome
Lance
turn.
gives you a nod.
Alice, it is your turn. You got brain matter over you. Lots of giants are dead around you. What are you doing?
I'm also going to Eldritch Blast this man on the roof up here, but we're just doing it as we're going backwards. She's, like backing up, just pew, pew, pew.
Yep.
So there's one.
Hits.
Okay. Delightful.
Nice.
There's two.
Hits.
And three.
Misses.
Doesn't hit. That's the one. That's the one she's throwing over her shoulder as she's actually just turning and hightailing it this direction.
Yep. Awesome. All right. That. Anything for bonus?
No, thank you.
Okay. Let's go to Erlon. Erlon, what are you doing?
Remembering how Lance loves his fucking splatter zone when he throws something up in the air, he's going to go right up to Zanny, hoist her over his shoulders,
Do you
and start
resist, Zanny?
fucking hightailing it.
No? Okay. Roll an athletics check.
All right.
I mean, Lance did drop Alice's house on something just to do a couple extra points of damage. So.
All right. With a 25, no movement penalty. Move your character with whatever movement speed you're doing.
Shit, we have the plus and speed 40. We'll just go. Oh, we can go back
Starting
to
from
everybody else, right?
Over
Yeah.
Here and then.
Yeah, we can go 40, right? No,
50,
I have 40.
because you're the
I can go
long
50.
fighter.
Okay. Oh, because I moved a little bit. Okay, yeah. So we'll go that way.
Okay. That, mind you, is just movement speed. That's not even action.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can keep on going.
So you have another 50 feet if you use your action to dash. But you
Well, in
will
that case,
proper-
actually, no. So we'll go instead of that. Yeah, because I'm just going to dash. I'm just going to get her out of safety. So we'll go back to that spot.
Okay. So
Sorry.
you carry her there, and
Cool.
then you're dashing back.
No. What
are you
We
doing
did not
now?
move that way. Damn it.
You went that way.
Running and dashing towards the carpet.
Okay.
Carpet.
Carpet.
Yeah. We can make it. That's fine.
The carpet is up in the air, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to get there doing dash.
That's fine.
Great. Lance, it is your turn. Do you keep
All right.
concentrating?
Well, for a moment, Lance is going to tell the Skellies to move first as his bonus action. He's going to do that first.
Okay.
He's going to tell everybody back up. And so we'll back people up.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
And then Lance is going to stand right here. And Lance is going to turn back and look at you guys. And he's going to look at Erlon. And he's going to give Erlon a wink. And then he's going to cast his new spell. And Lance is going to Hulk out. Which drops concentration on the other one because I have to concentrate on this one.
All right. And you gain 50 temporary hit points, I believe. Yep.
Yep.
So awesome. And the Frost Giant drops 180 feet. Let me try to calculate how big the radius is going to be of the end. Let's just do 5, 50, 20. So increments of 50. This is though a giant, so it's going to be double that. So increments of 100, 200. Okay. Yeah. It's going to create a 50-foot crater radius.
We didn't move far enough back.
No, you did not, because this is size matters. Give me 1 sec as I readjust.
Uh-oh.
It's not that big, but let me readjust.
Oh, it's not that big.
okay.
It fills up the whole map.
Oh, it's not that big. It's just
Oh,
meteor.
that's not like not that big.
It's just
Uh,
a
I
frost
gotta measure.
giant.
Wait, wouldn't it be from the center location
Yeah,
of that
that's what I'm trying to
crater?
figure out. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's move it one more time this way. Now let me measure one more time.
You know what they say, measure twice, smash your friends once.
And 4. Okay. 1 sec. 1 down. 4 to the right.
I like how Zoom can hear Camden, and it just popped up with a notification. Would you like to set up professional audio instead of singing?
All right. This is. Let me just measure one more time because it should be 100 feet diameter, 50-foot radius. Let me just measure one more time. Yep, 100. And I'm just gonna leave it like that because that's 100 feet diameter. So, all right, let me grab this, put this as a map.
Well, would it be a circle?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I couldn't find one that's a circle, but let me just put that as the devastation mark. And give me 1 sec.
The station's right.
There we go.
What the
The intro
fuck?
would help.
God, so close.
Right?
All right, now time for the damage.
Chance is standing there laughing at all of us, going, "I told you guys to back up."
So
Hey,
180 feet.
I remembered.
18d6 is the amount of damage. It is gonna take 58 points of damage from slamming, and you all are gonna take half of that from the impact of stone slamming to all of you. I'm just gonna say that's an automatic 29 points of damage. Erlon, you are raging, so you take half of
I
that.
take half
you
of
take
that.
15
15. Okay.
as it belly flops onto the ground for it. I believe the skellies are all just blasted apart.
God damn it. Skellies
Well,
again.
the 3. The 3 seem to be out of the way.
3 out of the way, 3 blasted, and everyone.
Why did
does-
half your skellies go the other way? They couldn't
Why
go
did
together.
Lance?
I moved them because they were half were on one side of the Cyclops, the other half were on the other side.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. Son of a gun.
So once again, the giant after you Hulk out like, "Roar," and then and just the entire area decimated as a frost giant belly flops, taking 58 points of damage, and then 29 points of shrapnel damage hits all of you. Lance, make a con save for me for your concentration.
All of us?
This is
What
it.
about me?
Oh, though, sorry, you don't have to, but you don't take the damage. The others do because you're outside of the. You and Kadir are outside of the splash zone.
Yeah, you guys are in Egypt.
Yeah. Lance, that's a success. I don't think Alice or Zanny are concentrating on anything, so you guys just take the normal 29 damage as an impact of shrapnel hits you guys. All right, Lance, that was your
Oh,
spell
nice.
and your bonus. I think you're good for your turn.
Lance looks like he's on mania right now. Like,
Yeah. It is now the Frost Giant's turn. He's gonna stand up, upset.
Oh,
And he is going to go after Lance. So he's gonna go half the movement. Let me see if he can even make it.
I'm dying right
Yeah,
now.
20 feet, literally.
Of course.
And he's gonna attack you twice with his great axe. 1, 2.
I got you hooked out.
First one is 24 to hit, doing 19 slashing, which I believe you are now resistant to, so it's 10. And then the second one is another 24 to hit, doing 15 slashing, so that's 8 damage with the resistances. And make two concentration checks. This is basically you have to roll 2 nat 1s in a row. You're good with that, and then you're good with that. There you go. So, did that eat up all of your temporary hit points? You're on mute.
I have 3 left.
3 left. Awesome. That is the end of its turn. Hill Giant is gonna go. Let me see. He just saw the crater, and he sees a Frost Giant attacking, so he's gonna be okay. And he's gonna go. He's gonna grab and rip off a piece of the roof, and he's gonna chuck it. Let me see his range. Yeah, he could still do it with disadvantage. He's gonna chuck it at the 240 feet disadvantage. Yeah, he's gonna chuck it at chance. Let's see. That's 12 to hit. Misses. He's gonna rip up another piece of the roof and throw one more time at you, Chance. 17 to hit. The 17 and 21. Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Then you take 17 bludgeoning as a piece of rooftop just smacks you in the head. And then it's gonna go charging 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and jump. Make a dex save. Because it's stupid. 11 is a fail, so it's gonna hit and take the full damage. 5d6. 20 points of damage as it slams into the ground, hurting its knees. And that's its turn.
Is it prone or no?
Sure, why not? Because it rolled an 11. It will be prone.
Ooh.
All right. Kadir, you are up.
Cool. Kadir
You
is
just saw
run-
literally a frost giant impact.
Yeah, he was just running towards the fight and then saw that big ass crater, which didn't even kill the frost giant. He's just like muttering to himself. He's like, what the fuck are these guys even doing? And then he's just gonna take aim at the frost giant and just lay into it.
All right. Cool. We'll go ahead. We'll go to the Crimson Peacekeepers. 24 hits, doing 10 damage. Awesome. And then roll your second attack. 22 hits, doing 12 damage. And your hasted attack. 17 hits, 22 damage. Nice.
Yep.
All right. Blam, blam, blam. And 3 whole. This giant, his armor is broken. He's bleeding everywhere. He's not looking good, especially after Kadir's 3 shots. Let's go to Zanny next. Anything you're doing, Zanny, after surviving the impact?
Just get blasted in the back and put me down. Turn around and look back. Just I didn't think that fucking kill you.
No,
I mean-
tis but a flesh wound.
No
Ellie-
kidding.
Belly
Oh,
flop from
damn.
180 feet down.
Like it definitely gave us a head start.
Oh yeah. Pick a few pieces of shrapnel. Yeah, of course I didn't fucking kill you. Pull out Dreammaker and yeah, we're just gonna. I don't think we're gonna get too fancy with it. We're just gonna take 3 shots on this bad boy right now.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your first attack. Are these with sharpshooter or no?
I will be rolling them with sharpshooter. Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll. These are -5 to hit. 23 hits. Roll damage.
Let's see. The sneak attack. Oh, that's
Sneak
still.
attack plus that.
Oh.
29 damage. How do you kill the boss giant?
Oh damn. That's all. All right.
Had 8 hit points left after that.
I expected. I think it's really just she goes to start unloading,
Stealer.
and as the first round drops, she's like, I really thought you'd be tougher than that. Okay.
So that was your first attack. Still have your second. The hill giant is prone, so if you're shooting at it, you have disadvantage.
Between. Well, yeah, no. I still would. Yeah, it's still fine. I'm still gonna go ahead and put the other 2 rounds in this bad boy. I've already started my attack action, so.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your 2
Disadvantage.
last attacks. These are with -5 and with disadvantage. So that's a 23 -5, 18 hits. Roll damage.
And I had forgotten that I had put a poison on these, so Boyo's got to make a DC 14 con save as well.
Okay. Con save.
I mean, they're giants, so I'm not expecting it.
Yeah. That's it's saved with a 15.
Oh, yeah. So no
second
damage from that.
So total with that damage is a 29 points of damage. Cool. And then your last shot.
And if hits... Oh, that's not going to hit. Whew, that was almost a critical fail.
Their AC is 13, so that hits.
Oh, no, this is a sharpshooter, so that's actually a 9.
Oh, actually 9. Okay, so that
Yeah.
misses. All right. Cool. Anything for bonus?
Well, not what I want to do, unfortunately. No. Yeah. No, this guy's toast. Yeah, no, I'm gonna actually have nothing for my bonus action. That's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Chance, you're up.
Sure. I'm just gonna boop everybody with a mass healing word
Awesome.
for
Alright.
all of 6.
Everyone gets 6 hit points.
Including Kadir.
Nice. All right. Anything for bonus?
Well, that was practically.
Oh, that was your bonus. Sorry, mass healing word's a bonus action. Okay. Anything for action?
Yeah, I will move forward 30 feet. And then I will just swear at the giant
Awesome.
for vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery. Wisdom save. That's a 6. So it takes 6 psychic damage. So what
I mean-
epithet do you say to it?
She's swearing in infernal.
Okay. And what for those who speak infernal, what is she saying? Is it the F word?
No, it's just sort of like, hells, just lay down and die.
And hells, he does lay down and die, as he had 2 hit points left. And he stops breathing as Chance literally swears at him to die.
She just gets sick of these. But the only time she does a kill is she's just tired of fighting, and she's just like, "Oh my god, are we done?"
All right. As the battles finish, so now we know who the real stealers are. Kadir, what do you do as you see the battle has concluded?
Kadir just goes back and picks up the scraps from his dog and just kind of like bundles that up. He's holding it in one hand, and he just goes down the stairs of the.
You notice a flying carpet approaches you.
He's about to go down the stairs, and then he sees the magic carpet coming. He's like, "Oh, thanks," and he hops on that. And then as he's riding over, he's like, "Oh, Zani."
Kadir, yes. I literally ran into this guy a little while back. What do you? Well, that's a dumb question. I'm not even going to ask it. I know what you're doing out here. That was your shots?
Yeah, that was me. That was and apparently this is the Crimson Peacekeepers.
Oh no, the dog! They fucked up the job. I'm gonna fucking kill all of these motherfuckers. It's just Zanny goes off and starts stomping. Everybody, this is Kadir. Kadir, everybody. Fucking kill the dog. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Kadir, if you'd kindly describe your character.
He is, as the token suggests, he's a human man just in like this heavy brass armor. He's carrying a halberd with a rifle barrel built into the handle. All sorts of like little enchantments inscribed on the armor and weapons, and he was being followed by a mechanical dog, but that has been exploded, and he's just carrying it in his hands.
Yep. Let's go through the lists. What is everyone after the battle has concluded? Lance, what are you doing as you're hulking out?
He's just yelling, and then when he realizes there's nothing more to yell at, he goes, "Oh," and then he stops yelling. And he made the 17 first time. He doesn't take a point of exhaustion as he drops the concentration.
So tired Lance shrinks back down to normal size. Still taller than Big Red. But yeah. Awesome. Does Lance have anything he wants to ask or talk to Kadir about?
No.
Then you don't have to do anything, but is Lance doing anything after the battle has concluded?
Oh yeah, he's looking at Zanny, be like, "Zanny, do you just need the whole toe, or do you just need the nails?"
Then, I mean, if you're talking about for the potion making stuff, I need the nails, specifically the nails.
Whole toes, it is. Got it.
Okay.
It's faster to cut the toe off.
True.
Are you gonna be trying to strip these for parts?
I mean, not tip to tail, but
No, I mean lamb's tip to tail.
Oh, I would like a couple eventually at some point, but I imagine there's more to deal with than just this little group right here.
yeah, this gotta be happening all over the city.
Although,
As you say that, there's like a boom of lightning from further into the city.
yeah, there's a storm giant here.
How's everyone doing?
I'll be all right. I can just heal myself real quick.
Yep.
Okay.
I am squishy. Again.
How squishy is squishy? Yeah.
That was Lance. Let's go to Erlon. Erlon, what are you doing after the battle is finished? And or do you talk to Kadir?
I do approach Kadir.
So, Erlon, describe yourself for Kadir. What does he see?
Basically sees what at first he thinks is the typical small folk, but realizes that he's a little bit bigger than what he really should be. Showing more of like human qualities than typical small folk. Big fluffy red hair, not maintained at all, just mangy as shit. And we're definitely having cut sleeves shirt on right now for this guy to see. But just I guess approaching and doing his typical big red kind of pose with his huge legend carver of a great axe.
Yep. And anything you're saying or asking or talking to Kadir about?
Yeah, like how do you know my girl Zanny?
Well, we bumped into each other in the market the other day and just kind of chit chatted over some coffee, and I guess we were just kind of hanging out for a little bit. And she told me you guys are part of that you guys are the Crimson Peacekeepers. That's some pretty impressive work that I've heard you guys do.
Oh yeah, what have you heard, huh?
What did she tell
Have you
me?
heard about
Changeling.
our train that we saved before we even knew each other's names?
I did not hear that one. I only heard about some of the stuff you guys have killed lately, which by all means, I mean, that's pretty impressive. I won't lie. I'll give you that. But
Yeah, definitely what I've killed. Quite amazing.
Zanny pokes right into the conversation. I think I told him about the rock.
Oh, did he? Did
she
you?
did. She did. Yeah, the rock. That. Yeah.
And
Pretty
impressed.
crazy stuff.
As you're talking, Erlan, Zanny, you're next up. What is Zanny doing, or is she talking to Kadir with Erlan?
She's not looking that direction. She's looking at everybody and doing like triage and everybody. She's and I'm gearing up to do a mass healing word too.
Okay, so cast the mass healing word. How much does everyone get?
Let's see, two. Where are you? There you are. And you're gonna be a 4. And everyone's gonna get back. That is. Oh, that's not adding my extra. There should be an extra 7 on that, so it should be 17.
Everyone gets back 17 hit points.
Nice.
Awesome. All right.
Oh.
Chance, as you sense or feel Zanny healing, what is Chance doing? Is she talking to Kadir, or is she doing anything else after the battle is finished?
She'll like acknowledge Kadir, like, thanks for the help.
Of course.
What
What
did
can
you
you
guys
describe
find
your
out?
character as you kind of like say things? Like, what does Kadir see with Chance?
She is a tall red devilkin with curly hair, not wearing armor.
Awesome.
Nice.
Lots of jewelry, but yeah. Then you
Yeah.
cast. You're focusing on healing. Are you doing any particular spell, Chance?
At the moment, I wasn't. I wasn't. I was going to see how everybody was doing, but I was going to ask what we're doing next. Like,
Mhm.
should we go on to the next battlefield? Does anybody need anything before we do?
I'm actually doing pretty good now.
I should be able to manage. Haven't ran out of ammo.
I feel like Lance still looks a little under the weather.
Yeah, it looks like he's at 25 out of 105, so he looks really messed up.
Well, he should have just got that 17 back.
Plus 17, so 35, 42 out of 105.
I'll give Lance another 10.
Okay. Lance.
I want to get him to at least halfway.
Let me just marking that so he'll see it. From Chance and 17 healing from Zanny. So that way when he comes back, he can see that message. Cool. Momentarily pause with that Chance. Then Alice. What is Alice thinking, doing, talking to Kadir, or anything after the battle?
Alice is fixing her hair and her dress, and she's doing it with one hand, and she's snapping at Kadir, going, "Darling, you have the carpet. Bring the carpet. The carpet. The carpet."
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I'm not steering this thing.
You
I know
just
how to
tell it
drive
to come down here.
Oh no, you can.
you
can. They listen.
Question.
Easy.
Alice, please describe your character to Kadir.
Oh, Yes, so I am a beautiful, beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a human. I have really long chestnut brown hair. It probably is wavy if it wasn't so covered in blood and viscera and rocks and rubble at the moment. So she is currently doing a spell to fix her hair. So
Don't
eventually
forget
it
the
will look
leaves.
nice. Oh, and the leaves. A tree did come hurtling at us several times. Um, she is kind of tall for a human woman, above average, not like gigantic. We're not, large. And she is dressed in a very, very specifically Rian style to the point that you might wonder why she is out here in a full on dress. It is or it's still hot. We're in the desert. Why is she wearing long sleeves? The world will never know. That's just Alice. Yeah, and she is snapping at you, like demanding you bring her the carpet right
Oh
now
yeah,
because
he's
she's
lowering down on it, and then he just hops down on the ground.
Alice is gonna get up on it, cross her legs, and go back to fixing her skirt and fixing her hair. She's just all around put out that Lance dropped somebody on her.
By the way, welcome back, Lance. Lance, just a note, you got basically a total of 27 healing.
Perfect. I'm gonna pop a uh, two more regular healing potions too.
Great.
And since we're here and being slow, I'll take max on those, which gets me to 20. 20 more.
All right. So, yep, you get the max healing and you drink those healing potions. All right. With that being said, the group plans what they're going to do next. And I'm going to ask, is the group trying to go save as many people as they can? Are they trying to stop the giants from destroying the city? Or are they going to try to focus on areas that probably need the most protections, such as areas of industry, areas where there's high concentration of people, or like the castle where the Arif is?
I mean, Wolf's a sand wizard. He can take care of himself.
Yeah, so you kind
Yeah,
of
I
basically.
think the Arif can take care of himself. We should probably focus on trying to save people.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like if we try to save, well, first before we go saving other people, he'd get almost mad at us.
All right. So
That's
then you have
fair.
basically two options. If you're not going to go towards like where Wolf is, do you guys try to focus on saving people and helping with evacuations to safety, or are you going to focus on the giant slaying?
Oh, we're killing the giants.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm evacuating in whatever scenario we're in.
Yeah. All right. So the focus is giant slaying. You all go forward.
With a minor in evacuating.
Should,
Yeah. Were you
Just-
about to say something, Chance?
yes. Especially just based on it being a option he brought up more than once. Should we send a sending to Wolf just to make sure he doesn't need help?
Probably.
All right.
Hey, Wolf,
So-
you dead? We're in town. Love the Crimson Peacekeepers.
Is that literally what Lance casts?
Sure.
Because he's exhausted. He just literally.
Tired visitors, tired.
My city is under attack. I'm alive. Fighting giants. I hate giants.
He's fine. We're good. He says he hates giants, so. And he had enough energy left to put his normal disapproving tone in his voice when he replied, so we're fine.
What normal disapproving tone? He's usually quite pleasant.
To you, because he wants in your. Never mind.
Okay. You calling Wolf in the middle of the fight. So I will say Lance, are you trying to cut off toes quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a survival check.
Sandy will hand him her moon sword. Here, use this. It's way sharper than whatever you're gonna cut this thing off with.
Lance pulls out a +1 longsword.
That's nice too.
It's not as pretty as the moon blade that literally shines and does radiant damage.
I know.
But
But yeah, he's like, yeah, yours is still prettier. So he takes that.
okay. You start chopping the things, roll your survival.
Oh,
9.
I will use my inspiration because I haven't used it yet.
Okay, go ahead. Roll the survival again. 15. Okay. You're able to.
Will also use the bardic inspiration I never used during the combat.
Okay. Go ahead, roll the d8.
22.
22 toes.
Perfect. Zanny, is this enough toes?
I mean, yeah, that's
I
a
will say
lot.
That's not 22 toes. Some of them will be salvageable if like their toenails haven't been cracked or not. That's a whole different story. But that's 22 toes.
That'll be a heck of a start. Oh my goodness.
A horrid bag with 22 giant toes.
Bag
How
of
long,
cold.
how long does that take him?
I'd say about 10 minutes. Because he's
Okay.
literally just chopping very brutally.
All right. Still, that's enough time. I'm gonna spend that time, and I'll offer to Kadir. You wanna bring your former dog here?
Oh, I can put him back together. I just don't. And he like sifts through all the like junk, like scraps and stuff, and he pulls out like a very small amount of like still organic flesh, and it's all like beaten up. And he's like, I think that's probably the last of the old him, and he flicks that away, and I'll patch that part up too. I I'll just piece him back together. It'll be fine. He's fine. He doesn't care anymore.
Uh, yeah. I just didn't know if you could do it in the next 10 minutes, because I'm going to spend at least then, if he doesn't want to, well, or you watch me do this to the first skeleton and then decide. I will use my little I will use the timey wimey cantrip to uh move the skeletons back in time,
Before they
2
explode.
minutes before they exploded.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't actually know how long it takes me to put them back together because I'm not seeing it on there. But I mean, I can also do it with mending, so I don't know. It probably
Yeah.
won't take long.
All right.
You do that chance and they all come back like they are reconstituted. They still need the magic to respark them.
Yeah, but it just while he's cutting off toes, I'll fix his skeletons for him.
Yep. Lance, do you recast the animate dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Mark off that spell slot, and Xano, Lawrence, and Nima are back.
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay.
I don't. Not right now. I put them away.
Okay. You put them away.
Yeah, I'm saving spell slots. I put them away.
Awesome.
I'm out
You
of
all-
I'm out of mid-level spell slots. I'd have to
Yeah.
use a 5th level spell slot to do that, and I don't have enough skeletons to bring back with that. So
Yeah, the wizard. It's like that wizard meme you posted earlier. Once they're all the spell slots are done, it's like, okay, bye. Still got cantrips. Still got cantrips.
well, I have my 5s, and I have my 2s and 1s, and I have 1/4.
Yeah.
But I have no 3rds, and I burned my 6 to Hulk out, which really did nothing, but it looked cool.
It looked cool.
No, I think it saved you from.
Actually, it did, yeah, because I would have definitely been murdered by the splash zone.
And then the giant just smacking your body in death. So yeah. All right. With that being said, the group gathers about and heads over to areas where is specifically fighting with the hill giants and everything. You come or not, the hill giants is the main shock troop, and it's a surprising number of giants that are just running amok with things. You all are fighting them, pushing through. everyone can roll an attack for me with advantage.
Can I roll a spell?
I'm allowing you to
Oh.
save a spell damage. This is just like, hey, everyone's just attacking for it.
Can I roll a cantrip?
Yeah. So that everyone's good. Everyone's able to do damage towards the giants. And you guys take out another frost giant, no less.
Nice.
Pushing forward, you go towards where the like there's a big plume of fire coming up. Looks like they're attacking the Tome district as well as the Factorium, trying to break the industries and the areas where there's supplies and production in the city, trying to cripple the city so that it can't. All the while, you do see every now and then basically boulders falling from the sky and like artillery shells just decimating and obliterating city blocks. At the same time, you do see there are more explosions as the Jeddah sided with the west, so there's more of a magical presence. And you see a fleet of casters fly up and throw fireballs and lightning bolts. You see them like having cast flight on other people, and they're just going and shooting and slashing about. It is very much a heavy magical resistance pushing back against the giants. Currently, it is at just because they were caught off guard, it is a little bit of a standstill, but Jedna's forces are definitely putting up a fight to push back and defeat the giants. Your group continues on and races towards a group where there's more lightning activity. And as you approach that area, I'm going to ask, is anyone doing anything for prep wise for any spells?
I mean,
No.
Okay.
Fusions
You
are a long
didn't-
rest thing, so no.
we didn't manage to get an actual rest in, right?
No.
I am assuming.
Just going straight into it. That's kind of like what my take is. Unless you guys want to say that you're doing a short rest, I'll be rolling how many, how the battles go if you do the short rest right now.
Yeah, that's a whole hour.
No, I'm good. I just was curious. I'm just gonna pop one of my chef treats and get myself four temp HP.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pop one more healing potion and get myself 10 more hit points.
Sweet.
Oh, is anybody within like 20 of their max? Like, is anybody like kind of almost there and could use a decent chunk to top him up?
I'm 23 away
missing
still.
6.
Okay. I'll
I'm good as well.
for
I'm also 23 away.
Yeah.
okay. I'll use 2 charges. I got 3 left out of my ointment. I'll use 2 charges of my ointment. And then 1 for Lance and 1 for Chance. So, let's see. 2d8.
I can always use mine on somebody as well.
Do you have extras? Because I'd rather save ointments and potions for when I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I've got some extra just in case stuff.
Okay.
This is all meant for like in the middle of the shit coming down. So that let's see, 11 and then 13.
I can take the 11
Okay.
because I think I have more HP than Chance does.
Yeah, so that ointment I've got has 1 more charge in it, and then Red's got the ointment it's got 4 left in it, and then he's got a full healing syringe. So we have a good bit left in the just like consumables tank, as it were.
I have a few more healing potions too if we need them later. So. Also, you said we're heading towards lightning, DM.
Correct.
Who do we think is going to get shocked the most?
Oh yeah, that's a smart idea. Probably Red.
Yeah, you or Erlon tend to piss them off the most.
Oh, thanks, Chance.
But no, I mean, it's your job.
Yeah,
I know.
it's a talent.
Lance is just unpleasant
I
sometimes.
do it for free.
Yeah, you've worked very hard
Understated.
at this, and Lance is just born with it.
Lance hands you, Erlon, a blue potion that's kind of sparkles. Says, drink this.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. It better not make you float.
It doesn't.
All right.
It's a potion of lightning resistance, so you have resistance to lightning damage for 1 hour.
Lance, I could have drank it when we saw. Oh, thanks, Lance.
I'm saying this as we're going around like the corner, like the timey-wimey soup, as we're coming around the corner to where the lightning's, we can feel the static in the air type thing.
Okay, perfect.
It's like, hey, this is going to be a shocking battle up here. You should probably.
Shocking battle.
You said there was also columns of fire.
Yep.
Cool, Lance.
Oh,
I have a fire resistance one too. Who wants it?
Alice
I'll take it, sure.
and Kadir.
I don't think
Not
I have
me.
the resistance infusion right now.
I would prefer to not be on fire if it's all the same to you.
You're
I
right.
have
You're
one
not hot.
fire and one cold left.
hey, Red, trade
Yeah.
me the syringe for this other ointment, because you're likely to be angry and screaming and not being able to cast spells. So I'll just hold on to that because it has a spell in it.
All right, sounds good. You know what you're doing.
That way you can use the ointment that if you're still angry.
Sounds good.
DM, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Eloquin made it back to the fortress before we left, correct?
Correct.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
for
it's
the
a-
longest time, like, I sent the message. She said she'll try to, and then we left it at that.
No, I said she got there right in time because I made
Oh,
you
she
roll
got the right in time. Okay, right
the
before we left.
D20 at
Okay.
the end.
Mhm.
It was like right there, and it makes sense. Like it was just like right before you guys closed the doors.
Okay. Oof.
DM, how much did the 22 toes weigh?
Probably like 5 or 10 pounds each.
So 200 pounds.
I'd say about 200 pounds. Yeah.
Perfect.
200
Zanny, we
pounds
have room for 30
toes.
more toes. I had a whole bag of holding dedicated for this.
You're a special kind of psychopath, and I'm really glad you're on our side, Lance.
Is he?
The 16 chosen for a reason. So,
And who am I
So
to
what
question?
are the toes for anyway?
Potions of giant strength.
I'm an alchemist by trade, so I'm gonna take probably a lot of these toenails and turn them into giant strength potions for us to use in the future if we need them.
Yeah, and Kadir, you'll learn very quickly. Don't question Lance. You don't want to know the answer.
Yeah, we tend to
I
be
don't
very
know, I'm a
resourceful.
pretty curious guy. And I don't judge. I mean, necromancy's cool.
And don't worry, Zadie. When we get back, I turned one of the extra rooms in the fortress into a giant walk-in fridge to store bodies and body parts in.
Oh, that's
And
actually gonna
that's
be
why we
really
don't
helpful.
ask.
Lance, did you put a lock on this door? There are children roaming around the fortress, and
Yes, it's locked and warded. The kids can't get in there.
okay,
And it takes a password.
perfect. Don't ever tell me the password. I don't want to walk in there.
And it's right next door to mine. None of the kids come up by my room anyways.
Yeah,
They're all
our
scared.
floor smells weird.
You guys have a fortress? That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you know what? Especially after all this, I'll take you on a tour sometime.
You should come by. We have sheep.
Nice. I just have like this rinky-dink little lab that I work out of, and ever since I left the guilds, you know, I got funding from the Sultanate, which is jack shit, I might add. So it's a pretty small lab.
Oh yeah. If I die, somebody needs to take that piece of paper and make sure it gets to somebody important. The Sultanas die, remember?
Yes, I got it locked in here. I'll make sure that you don't die first of all. But then if you do die, I will take it off your corpse.
Okay.
Kadir,
I mean, you guys can loot the
will-
rest of the body, but that needs to get to somebody important.
Kadir, that statement has a lot of questions. What do you mean the sultanas may die? You have no other context for that, other than you all feel like huge, or not huge. You feel there being an earthquake. Maybe you guys feel it if you're on the ground, or you feel it. You see buildings shake if you're on the carpet, but things seem to quiver for a moment. Not sure why, but an entire city just shook.
So what do you mean? Do you think these guys are after the Sultana?
Oh, they're fighting their own fight. Did you want
Yeah.
a drink while we're flying or heading over here? A snack?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I would
sure.
like a drink.
Do you want alcohol drink or non-alcohol drink?
Yes.
And Lance is already pouring one for Alice, and,
Yes. Just-
or chocolate or candy.
We got cocoa.
A cigarette.
We got soda.
What you need? Gum.
Ooh, a cig and some beer sounds good.
I got whiskey. How about that?
Yeah.
My, I like you already.
How
My man.
It's
I came looking for
It's
copper and I
modest.
found gold with you, buddy.
He was not like this whenever I met him. He was not
Ow.
like this.
Alice is. Lance is whispering to you, Alice. It's not the good stuff. Don't worry.
I'm more offended by the fact he asked for beer. I mean, it could,
Hey.
it could be worse. It could be wine.
Well, I
You
was
know-
trying to be humble at first.
Oh
You're with
no!
the
Don't do that
wrong
around
people.
here. Yeah.
He
no.
offered.
No, he's fine.
yeah, Erlon's like beer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Please,
no, beer's
finally
good.
Someone else.
Beer's fine.
Alan, you like hamburgers and are allergic to sleeves. I don't take your, judgment on anything.
Alice, we want to remind you how you ate a hamburger for the first time.
Carefully.
With a knife and a fork.
With a knife in him.
Sin.
So, Kadir, these are the peacekeepers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They keep the peace pretty hard. I can tell.
Yeah, we really don't tolerate any bullshit except our own.
Yeah. The
we
crater
have a
thing
lot
was
of it.
maybe a little out there. I'm a little hung up on that one, but
We
you know.
kind of misjudged how heavy he was.
Lance,
Yeah.
you dropped a giant.
He's
on
a
us.
giant.
Well, I mean, it didn't even
I-
work.
Uh,
yeah.
It just didn't work fully.
It didn't kill him,
Well,
but
yeah.
it definitely saved us a lot more damage on our part.
Okay.
Oh,
we
yeah,
Well,
could've
it
let
would have
we-
saved a lot more
I mean-
if you hadn't if he hadn't fallen on half of you.
We could have
I mean,
waited another
sure.
30 seconds, and it would have killed him for sure. We also would have leveled about 40 blocks.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that-
I'm just
was-
saying,
that
like, in
was-
terms of damage control, I mean, I did about that much with one bullet.
What?
Yes, but also the
Mm.
entire time, the rest of the fight, he was not involved.
Yes, but that
That's
is
good.
that is about the appropriate amount of height, Lance. Like we're not going over that amount unless maybe we are back in the desert. Okay.
Yeah, we
We're-
need to have a
maybe
city to
don't go over
rebuild.
200 feet.
That one in the desert still makes me mad.
They are
They're
right,
so
not in
big.
town. I mean, I might not be on guard duty right now, so I won't report that, but, you know, don't push it.
I mean, Johar knows that I do dumb things. It's fine.
Yeah, but don't blow the city up.
Yes, we don't want to have to completely rebuild every city we try to save because what's the point?
Yeah.
Ah.
We're not great heroes if we, blow the city up and then rebuild it from scratch anyway.
You know, if we level parts of the city and we buy the land after the insurance claims have come through, then we can profit in the future.
Trying to do that.
Alice, I'm starting to go on your side of this conversation. Maybe he isn't on our side. I don't know anymore.
Also, how long have we spent trying to deal with insurance claims and companies with my husband and the red
yeah.
tape, Lance?
You just FYI.
That's why I
maybe-
said future.
You see that there's a big lightning storm over here. Are we still moving?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Speaking
we're
of
walking. We're walking while we pick her.
Walking and
You're
talking.
flying.
Yeah.
as you're on the
Flying,
carpet.
actually.
So here's my
Yeah.
question for you guys. It's right 13 minutes before 10. We could start the combat and do one round, or end it here or end in like you guys approaching the combat. So I'm gonna go ask every one of you your preference. Let's start with Lance. Do you want to do end right before battle, or do as much as we can before 10?
I would like to see the map, so I'm willing to do a round.
Okay,
Because baby's already asleep.
cool. Erlon, do you want to do a round as much as we can, or end it
Come
here?
on. It's gonna pause on fighting. Let's go.
Okay, so that's a round you want. Okay,
Yeah.
Zanny, round or pause it here?
I think I'm in the Lance territory of I want to see this board and I want to see what we're actually up against.
Okay, that's a round vote. Chance, round or pause here?
I abstain from voting.
Okay. Alice, round or pause here?
Baby would like to go to sleep, so pause because
a
one
good-
round could take 30 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna just then do.
That's true.
Because we're 12. Let's at least show the map.
How about
so
we
you guys
see the
can
map
see.
and then we not actually
Yeah,
start?
that's a good compromise.
We'll end it there. We'll show the
We
map for it
We
So-
could roll initiative.
and roll initiative. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'll agree with that.
So fair. All right, you guys go forward, and you see that you guys are not the only ones. The Skender's Guild is charging forward with things. They are also fighting. There are the constables that are fighting. There are firefighters that are trying to put out fires. There's a unified effort as the initial. This has been like 30 minutes or almost an hour after the battles have been continuous across across Aramare. The ambush is still going, but now a lot of things are being pushed back. So there's now that deadlock where they're seeing which side will finally break and buckle completely. This is one of them. And you guys approach, and you guys see a new map where you see fire giants that are spreading fire. You see 2 shock troops of the hill giant and the cyclops. You see another cloud giant, and you see a storm giant crackling with lightning and shouting in giant tongue, calling upon the gods of names you do not understand with it.
Sandy would need his toes.
So,
yeah.
everyone roll initiative for me. And you
He's
guys
got
are right
the
here.
best
selected
toes.
God, delete.
That one I want the whole body for study.
I don't think it'll fit
Listen.
the bag, but we can try.
I'll make it fit.
I'll burn my heroic inspiration.
Oh,
and re-roll that one.
roll out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Oh, you know what? I also have my inspiration. Let me use mine too.
Your inspiration
Better,
for
I was like, yeah, I'll just burn the inspiration.
I gotta
It wasn't much better.
fight before.
rolled worse.
God, you still got a 12 after that one?
It's not nice.
It's a mess.
How long has this been since our previous fight? I know we didn't have a long rest, but just how long?
Say about 30 minutes.
Okay. Just if I needed to do Long Strider again on Erlon, but I think that lasts an hour. So.
Cool. All right. So when we
didn't
come
remember
back
that.
next week, we will start the initiative order. Wait, Chance, Erlon, who has the higher dex?
Erlon?
Erlon?
I do.
So yeah, we'll
The
start the
building
combat.
underneath us has the higher dex than Chance does.
True.
Fair.
So we'll do Erlon, then Chance, Storm Giant, Fire Giant, Cyclops, Hill Giant, Alice, Cloud Giant, Lance, Zanny. Kadir, let me select your token and add you 13. I was looking, I was like, wait, we're missing one. 13.
Did you roll again and still get a 13, Kadir?
Yeah, I did. With advantage too, because I got the helm awareness. But it is
Lucky
what it
number
is.
13.
Do you have Carter's dice back? You should trade those
Dude,
in.
what are you even talking about? Ever since I've been a part of this group, I've never done good on initiative. It's
I
beyond my character. It's a me thing.
how many fights did Carter not even make it to the battle before the battle was over?
He made it to the battle.
That
with
wasn't
all
fair
of them.
because we had possibility and what was that Anthony's character's name? The
Whoosh.
Whoosh, yeah.
So, like
We had
that-
double
Whoosh.
monks.
double monks. There's no chance a paladin can get there in time.
But
We had
no,
double-
I mean, I made it to the fights, but there was just only ever one fight where I like wasn't the very last.
We had double monks and we had a paladin. It was like lumbering paladin and these speedy little monks, and you just doop, doop, doop.
Yeah.
I'm coming, guys.
Which is
and
weird
here
because
we
he had good decks.
Yeah, but just imagine monks with like not only their higher movement speed, step of the wind. Yeah.
I never rolled above a 10 with Carter, and Saltek didn't roll much better either.
Yeah.
But on that note, we are going to end early, folks. So thanks, Kadir. Kadir, I'll just ask, do you think you'll be free for next time, for next week?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
He has no choice.
So he has no choice.
I apparently have no choice. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
falls
Good
off the
luck.
carpet
Good thing
just
we
before
agree.
we get here.
Yeah, just shove him off the
You're here now.
So
The
we'll have
carpet, like,
Kadir
wraps up and kidnaps me.
back, folks, for next week. We'll continue. This will be the way I'm envisioning it. Next time will be the conclusion. Well, this is like one of the big battles. Then you'll see licking the wounds, figuring out things for what else is to come with the giant wars, and we'll figure out what that shaking had to do with the city and what else is going to come. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone has a great night, and see you all next week. Take care.
See ya.
Yep. Thanks.
Night night.